Do you believe in marriage?
It's the right woman. If it's the right woman, then it's good.
Do you feel like at your age you're now mature as a man?
Whether she gets divorced or not, it's a win for her.
I have 10 men and only one of them do their baby more.
As a generation, we all have big trauma unaddressed.
Now take a deep breath. Bruv, that's not helping me.
How do you approach that in terms of growing up in Newham kind of thing?
The woman asks you a question, say, tell me about your... My body started shaking.
I was healed, like I was healed in a different way.
Scared of people. I said right here. Way too big for me to sit next to you. How? You can't own rings. He's not allowed to own rings. You can't own rings. So you're right. Why, Jay? I can't do that to you. Why? Me. You can't be a boy. You can't get married.
Me? How? What does sound like? Who's saying yes?
No, but hey, Pete. Do you believe in marriage? In marriage.
Hey, D, what are you doing?
He's married, isn't it? Yeah, I hear that. I hear your team.
Alright, come on. Reminds me, do you believe in marriage?
Do I believe in marriage? Do you believe in marriage, Tom?
I've never been trying to answer that. I'm trying to put
Why not? Yeah, I heard that.
It's a sticky one still.
It depends.
I believe in it.
The shady.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Hey, listen.
I believe in it.
Yeah, not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. You hit the nail on the head, it's not for everyone.
Son, it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone, bro.
I hear that.
It's not even for the married people. Okay, listen.
I want to hear what you might have done. I don't know.
Wait, why can't you do that? Why can't you do it?
I'm saying it 'cause I'm comfortable.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm saying it 'cause I'm very comfortable.
Why can't he do it?
What are you gonna say?
Wait, what?
Alright, cool. First of all,
Hey, cuff me.
I was gonna say,
Why can't he do it? Why can't he do it? Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it?
Has he got a girl? I'll ask him. Has he got a girl?
Where did you get your island punch?
Listen, I can't do marriage. Okay, from Thursday.
You got a girl though?
Better editing going on, bro.
Why can't you do it?
Has to be. Too many girls in the world to be married.
Oh, too many girls in the world to be married.
Are you single?
Yeah.
You got set on your head up.
Happily single.
Happily single.
Yeah.
It's better than being happily married.
Do you believe in marriage?
Me, yeah, I believe that if you're happy, you want to get married, you get married. But I don't believe in doing it just for no reason.
Yeah, but when do you,
Like,
how do you know it's for no reason?
No, but you know what it is? One of my cousins got married, yeah, because she had to get married to have sex.
Okay.
oh, she's what, religious?
Yeah, religious
part.
reasons. Yeah. So I don't know about.
You think that's why she got married?
That's why he got married.
Oh, that's why he got married.
Yeah, that's why he got married. Yeah, he got married for that.
So if divorce happens, then what?
What do you mean?
Does it go back to like I can't have sex because I'll get married again? Like what happens then?
I don't really have the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking like, you know, like if you're only married because you had sex,
Yeah, and if you're divorced, you have to marry the next man.
so that means that you're not having sex till you get married again.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah, but if you get divorced.
Yeah, because now you're back to
Nah.
square one. So why? Because now you're back to square one. Right?
Background voice.
You see the thing about marriage?
Yeah, but back to square one for who though?
No, okay, cool. He said he only gets married because
Put it like this, yeah.
he wants to have sex.
It filters out all the nonsense. If you're a girl, you can only come here for getting married. You done know, goodbye. I don't want to talk to you now. But if you're serious, you'll persevere. Do you understand? So from a woman's point of view, it's not a bad thing. But from our point of view,
Yeah, but for marriage, when it comes to marriage, women are not losing at all.
No, they're not.
So to be honest, it's all good for
What do you
them.
mean they're not losing? What do you mean?
No, how can they lose it? Like if something went, like when you get married, they got that status, they got that ring, it looks good, all their girls get excited, everything's all that. Okay, divorce, you're not losing. You got the ring, you got the yard.
I want half PI.
Half of his probably pension, half of this.
More than that.
Exactly, and now he hasn't got nothing. So really and truly, it's only a win for a woman. Whether she gets divorced or not, it's a win for her.
No, it's definitely, marriage is
That's
definitely for women.
Now, marriage is difficult though, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, but two people grow differently though, innit? Like you can grow apart. See what I mean? Like
Yeah, 100%. That's why I'll get married. I'll get married when I'm like 50. We ain't going nowhere. No one's gonna get you. No one's gonna get me. So, well, I'll get married at that age where we have to stay together. Now.
She's probably She might be washed by then.
I'll get married to the point where, you know, like, at age where, like, it's long to now restart, rediet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get married to the point where...
I'll be real. It's about marrying the right woman. It's the right woman. If it's the right woman, then it's good.
When we get older, like, we know each other more. We ain't gonna grow apart. We ain't gonna do this whole dating again, or what's your favorite color, what's your favorite. We ain't gonna do all that kind of stuff. We're married now, so at that age where we're quite older, we're not gonna do this whole repeating stuff. Now we're just gonna go forward. I wouldn't like to grow apart.
Do you feel like at your age you're now mature as a man? Because you know, like when you're a young man, like in your early 20s,
Different,
you look at women for different things. But you know, when you get to a certain age, you have a different outlook on what a spiritual connection is, why you need a wife or why you need a consistent woman partner in this next stage of your journey.
I feel like experience is maturity. The more you experience, the more you'll see what you want, and the more maturity you're gonna get as well. Like, the more experience you get, you understand the difference between what you can tolerate, what's the bullshit, and what you really want. You understand what I'm saying? So as time goes on, if you experiment as much as you can, not like being loose out there, just seeing what red flags there is, what people put you in a position as well. Like, I wouldn't be with a woman that doesn't put me in a better position than I can put myself in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to grow together. There's no point in me being with you and then I'm making you better, but I'm still static. That makes, to me, I want to grow together, learn from you learn from me. And that's how it goes. But I feel like right now, at the age that I am, I've experienced a lot where I know where I'm going.
Picking up everything
Hey, what? Oh, you lot are killing me over this. What are you talking about? Gym?
They're talking about gym. Who's about punch machine?
Who talking about punch machine? Me and Todd. He on the punch machine the other day.
What do you put?
So, no, way it was. Done the punch machine. Tuesday, done 18 behind the door, done the henchman thing. I'm saying, bro, are you mad? This is not prison. So he's hit it. Boom. I said, okay.
What's the number?
Some silly number. It was stupid. So I've hit it. Boof. Then he had to go and have a cocktail.
That was it.
Don't matter about 18 years of what and gym and that. Anyway, back to marriage.
Look, it's not easy, you know. Like,
What's the most
experience
difficult
was.
thing about marriage?
Yeah.
What's the interest?
I'm still on this marriage, bro.
Like, my outlook on like raising kids is a little bit different from my wife's outlook on raising kids, innit? That's when you bump heads a lot on that. So like,
What do you mean? You could discipline-wise.
Discipline.
Are you getting married, Jake?
No, not at the moment.
Are you gonna get married?
It really depends.
Okay.
Asking about.
Can I be one of them guys? You know, that's how we all wear the same thing and that. Yeah, that one.
All my boy cousins are Groovesville.
Yeah, I'm
That's just
involved.
normal.
I'll be the main ones.
Obviously, I've got security there, but that's just normal. I have security.
Security? How can you have security at your wedding?
You have security. Anything can happen.
You know what? There's always a fight at weddings.
Listen,
No, but
It's a security firm. Everyone at the wedding is gonna be a security man. What the fuck?
but
I've never seen a fight at a black wedding.
I've seen. Not a black wedding. No, I don't.
Really a fight at a black wedding.
I've seen that at other weddings.
It's not weddings.
There's fight at funerals.
100%. Every funeral I've been to, that's a black. Pull it over.
Don't wait on me.
Yeah. So what did you say? Upbringing.
Yeah. There's
I think upbringing is difficult, but any kind of relationship that you have with someone, I think your upbringing is very difficult. Because I have a certain way, and someone else has another certain way, and that's where you're gonna clash. You understand? You're eventually gonna clash. You might have this rule, you might have that rule, but then I feel like, yeah, when it comes to upbringing with especially kids with marriages and a relationship, that can also break it as well.
imagine, like take this for now. Like me and my partner, we have a different style of raising our child, right? She has a very relaxed style of raising, you know, because that's the way she was brought up. I was brought up with a very strict, like my parents were strict. You know what I mean? So it affects how she's growing up now. So my wife would be like, kind of treats her as a friend. Oh, come here, I love you and all that nonsense. Like for me, if I tell you, you have to listen. Yeah, because my wife tells her now, she don't listen. Then she goes, I'm gonna tell daddy. I'm like, don't say that because you're making me out to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? So every time she goes, I'm gonna tell daddy, she's thinking, oh, like, you know what I mean? No, I show her discipline, but I still show her love. I'll explain to her why I'm telling you off. I'm telling you off because of this. but her mum's different. Her mum would like, you know what I mean, tell her, let her get away with certain things, and I don't like that. I keep telling her, like, you can't be her friend yet. That's not your, you know, when she's a certain age.
Your question.
Yeah.
You're talking about the world of your marriage. What led you to know I'm gonna marry this woman? Like, what was the stage before that? For men that are acquiring, like Justine.
But can I be honest with you? It was no, it's a good it was a good question. You know, like, why it's a good question? Because my situation, like, you know, my girl, we were dating, and then I got into a bit of trouble. Yeah, so like, she didn't know this, innit, but I kind of knew that there's a possibility I could be going. Yeah, you know what I mean, and like, but I kept that to myself. So when it did come to that, and I did like end up going inside, like, I said to her, listen, I put you in this predicament, you didn't know about it, but you're free to go in it. Like, you know, I gave her the option to, but she stuck by me. Stuck by me, visited, like, she used to visit every week, whenever she can. You know, sometimes you might get 2 visits a week, 1 visit.
Was you sentenced or remand?
No, sentenced.
Oh, so it's like 4 a month or 2 a month, then what?
Like, yeah. It's like, yeah.
I don't know.
But she took that visit.
Remand gets the every day.
Every day, but I was sentenced, so she didn't get that much time. So whenever I got a visit, she was there. And you know when I appreciated it, yeah? You see, when I come out and I went to see one of my like man in there, this drive is long. I thought this drive is long. When I went to see one of the boys, I thought, like, she did this every weekend, bro. Like, she put me in.
She showed you
She
loyalty.
showed me loyalty.
Consistency.
Like, consistent,
Let me
bro.
ask a bit. Have you, what's his name? Have you got kids?
Yeah.
How many you got?
2.
Live with them.
Not anymore.
How many you got?
2. Why are you doing that?
What do you mean not anymore?
Nah, me and my baby mum not together no more.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a big question, though. One second. What's a big question? You've got 1 second. You've got kids. You, your baby mum.
No, my mother, my child.
No, why is he asking? Why is he throwing you up?
Wait.
Your baby. 1 second. I'm just gonna see that. You your baby mum. Okay. How old your kid?
Like 14 weeks.
14 weeks. What your baby mum? Hey, Joe. You your baby mum? No. Oh. Hey, your baby.
How come though? Why is that?
No. Come on, brother. Why is this?
He's with his though.
That's a big question.
Yeah, but why though?
Come on, different generation.
Jay, what was your reason?
I wasn't in a relationship with them in the first place.
Okay, it was like,
Yeah, my thing is.
You have to remember, so there's a lot of kids out here that their parents are not living together, you know. That's a mad issue. That's why the kids of today are tapped. Trust me. I have 10 man and only one of them's with their baby mum.
What happens now? Is it tough?
is it local? Can you get to see your kid?
Yeah.
Does she make it hard for you?
No, not hard for me in terms of seeing my kids. But the input you have on your lives as someone who's a distant kind of, I'm a present father, but
You can't have the same influence.
If you're not in the yard,
day-to-day
if you're not in the yard,
day-to-day
it's not the same thing, innit?
Yeah,
Like, you get me? If you're not in the yard, it's not the same thing.
yeah, it's not the same.
Do you know what my bedroom had? You know what he said? He said that when he sees his kid, yeah, he's like, he's got to do things that he wouldn't normally do. You know, like take her cinema, take her to the park, like everything's always goody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Every time you see your kid, it's her birthday.
You know what it is as well? Sometimes,
get
yeah,
me?
if you don't see your kid on a regular enough basis, yeah, sometimes you feel bad to discipline them or say X, Y, Z because you want it to be a happy time. Whereas really, you might be on some fuck shit, but you don't want to. You know what you get me? You don't want to tell the youth that because you don't. You know what I mean? You want daddy to be a. You want him to. You know what I mean? Remember the good times. But I don't have that.
Where do you view it? You see yours every anytime you want?
My kids are big. My daughter's 15, my son's 13. I lived with them until they was like 8, so I already had that bond, do you understand? So it's like, I've seen them every week, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I manage my son's football team, so I see him all the time, like, do you get me? Like, so I don't have that. If I want to tell them something, I'm telling them, because I've been there, do you get me? Like,
If you was for so long though, what was the spanner in the works?
we was together from 15, like, now it goes. Yes.
Differently.
You become a different person.
Become a
at different
different
stages.
person. Yeah.
So what age, how long have you been married for?
5 years.
And how long was you in a relationship before that?
So we've been together 9 years, well, nearly 9 years altogether. Yeah, so like I said, like I was telling him, like the loyalty she showed me, you know, and like it was none I've experienced before. Like I said, she like when I went inside, she stayed in it. She backed me on everything. You know, she showed up. Like it wasn't just words. She showed up somewhere when I. You know what I mean? So I had to like let her know.
No ghost visits. Yeah, she kept it 100.
I think, yeah, see with marriage, I think it's like the ultimate way to tell your girl you love her, basically. It's like the ultimate, you're my babes. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the ultimate way to say that.
Men control that narrative. Men ask someone to be with them.
Yeah.
Women control sex. Like, men can't just be like, I just want sex. A woman can say, okay, come have sex.
Yeah, definitely.
But a woman can't say, just come marry
point.
me. Man might not be on that. But when a man says, okay, I'm ready
But
to...
some women are not down there
A
either.
little bit.
Some women just say yes because they don't want to let the man down or something. Like, they want to say yes at the time. Bro, trust me, there's a lot of girls.
When you're a high
There's a lot of
value
girls
man
that
that
say yes at
and
the
regret
time,
it.
and they've got home and said, look, we gotta think about it. Yeah, we gotta talk about this because I didn't
girl
want to
is that?
embarrass. I didn't want to embarrass.
I'm out here
At a
saving.
proposal.
What girl is
I
saying?
know what you mean. At a proposal, yeah, they don't want to embarrass me.
What if I can propose to someone and they said, oh,
Listen, I'll be real. If you don't know you're just going to say yes.
No, but some men is like that. How many times you see man on them mad videos, they go and propose to a girl and the girl just walks off and that, you say, raw! It happens.
There's no girl
serious
for a season
I knew
that could be like, no, after they've said yes to make you feel good. They feel like you're sacrificing your entire destiny to commit to them. So it all depends on the caliber of women we're talking about. Because there's no woman going home second guessing my team. my knees weren't built for it. That's why when I get on my knee, my back hurts already. Like, we're not having no debates.
That one knee thing's mad.
We're having conversations before, like, I'm all saying, you might have to propose to me. Because you see me, I'm shy. You get me, I'm shy. You get me, I got sore knees. It's all mad. Trust me.
No, I don't know about all that, man.
What, women proposing to you?
No, I don't know. I think the marriage thing's just a bit over the top. Like,
Have you ever been in love before?
Yeah, I've been in love twice. Have you been in love
Only
before?
twice.
Hey, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, I've been in love.
You can be in love more than once.
You can be in love more than once. Of course you can be in love more than once.
You can be in love more than
You
once.
got one soulmate. You got one.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah,
That's what
you
you
can.
can.
Yeah, of course
Okay,
you can.
cool.
I've been in love more than once. You've got one soulmate though.
You think you got one
So can't have
soulmate?
two
Have you ever
soulmates.
been with your soulmate yet?
You can't have two soulmates. You can be in more.
No,
You
you
can be in
can't have
love.
two soulmates.
You can be in love more than once.
More than one soulmate, man.
That's a fact. I can be in love twice. You can be in love more than once, but you don't have one soulmate.
There's too many people on the earth.
You got one soulmate. One soulmate. Hey Jay, how many soulmates do you have, Jay? How many soulmates do you have?
More than one.
So say you fell in love with a girl when you was 15, she's your soulmate. You broke up at 21, you meet someone at 25, but you two are like, whoa, you was way closer than what you went with the 15.
That might not be love though.
But at that time, we
Oh,
understood
you might not be in love at 15.
What do you mean?
You might have thought you was in love, but you weren't in love at 15.
Yeah, but no one can tell you if you're in love or not. Like, it's
No, but that's too early, man. I feel like that's too early.
It's too early to love.
Love at 30 is not the same as love at 15.
At 15, you might not know what love is. You might not know what love is, but to you, I'm in love. No diss thing.
You're just at 15.
Yo!
In your gut. In your gut.
No.
That paid at 15 to keep saying shit.
You know that kidney depression?
That first heartbreak is hard.
The first thing!
Yeah, I think you can be.
Man. Your first girlfriend breaks up.
You gotta remember.
See that pain there? Like you got swallowed deep heat. It's mad. Wow, all this fiery bit. Oh, why is that?
You gotta think, when men are younger, they're way more passionate and emotional with girls. Like, privately. Like, they say, I love you every phone call. Like, they buy into the narrative. They buy into the narrative. When you're younger, it's only as you mature, you know the difference. But you buy into something when you're young. Like, you feel like...
When you're younger than now.
When I was 16 with a girlfriend, I was like, yeah, we're getting married. I don't even know what bills
Yeah, but that's
are.
not real life though, man.
Yeah.
No, but it's still
That's
how
not
you
real life.
really
Like, if you commit, you're committed, isn't it?
Wait, listen, let me be honest with you. You see,
I think it's more real then than now.
see when you're talking
But
about...
I know that girls now.
It can be more real then than now.
I'd rather settle with a girl back in the old days than now. Girls nowadays, some, not all, some. Let me just put that in there, some, yeah. Like, I think you fall more in love, fell more in love with someone when you're younger than when you're older than that, and then you grow.
No way.
Yeah, because what you don't know things. All you knew is that that's your girlfriend. No one can chat to her. DM, impossible. How are you gonna do that? For you to move to my girl when you was younger, you'd have to seen her, and I'm with her. Remember, back in the day, you're with your girl 24/7. Back in the day. Now, all it takes someone to leave your girl's like spinning this way, spinning that way. You're like, what's this? Back in the day, if you had a girlfriend, it was impossible. Not impossible, but for someone to move to your girl, you'd have to move me off and then move to my girl there. Now, well, you can move to my girl. I'm at home saying good night. She's there. After, nah, it's a myth. Me personally, I'd appreciate it more if I'd have fell in love with a girl back then. When there was morals, respect, everything was level, and they stayed the whole thing.
What's stronger love then? You think stronger love is when you're 14, 15 than a 30-year-old?
Nah, no way.
No, it's
I think you understand the different layers. You understand
real life.
You
come into it,
understand
though,
life
bro.
differently.
Listen,
at this point.
you know the biggest. I think the biggest like.
When you're 30, innit, yeah, them sort of ages, you could go out with 1, 2, 3, 4 girls or whatever, yeah, until you find the right one. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And you be like, okay, I fell in love with this girl. So it's more of a feelings thing. You see, when you're older, you feel, like I'm saying, just when you're older, innit? Yeah. When you're your girlfriend, you don't know what her background. You know, I'm her man. That's my girl. We're in love. Know this thing. We might not even know anything about each other.
You don't care about you don't even care about her mum's morals. Yeah. You know, as a grown man,
you don't think about what she like, what's her yard like.
You start reading the room. But when you're young,
look after her mum's cooking. What's she gonna be like for you? You don't think about them things.
You don't think about things.
You get me? So it don't make it stronger. It don't make it stronger then, though. How would you rate them? It might have made it more genuine. But you see now, it's about compatibility. You see the age that man's at now. I'm 30 odd years old. Everything comes into love now, innit? Everything comes into play. I can't, unless I'm compatible with you, I cannot fall in love with you.
Yeah, 100.
Because half the things that you're
at this age, you know how hard it is for someone to fall in love at this age. When you're a youth, you fall in love with your girlfriend. You don't even know
girlfriend,
my girlfriend, you just fell in love with it. When you're this age, when you're young, I don't want that thing. I'm never gonna fall in love with that. I'm never gonna fall. When you're a youth, you fell in love with a girl. You might even chat to her like once a week after school. But no, she loves me.
No, she lives the same way.
She was buff. She was just a buffer. You get me? I love her. I don't care what goes on after.
It was more genuine, but it weren't stronger. It was genuine, but it weren't stronger.
But you know what I forgot to say? You know the biggest like breakup statistic they say is financial reasons, isn't it? And I can see why. Like, if you're not earning enough money, and like to bring to the house, like there's a lot of problems. You get into a lot of arguments because it's always about the money. At the end of the day, it comes down to like financial stability. Like if you're married, you have to be financially secure. Otherwise, you're just gonna get divorced.
So you think that? You see this social media thing? So this social media thing is mad.
That's the biggest reason for divorce. You get EBB or whatever. Marriage has to be based on finance.
You think it's harder to find someone now then?
I don't know.
A lot harder to find.
In what? What do you mean? To find someone to fall in love with, or just to find someone?
To find someone.
To find someone now is completely easy because girls are on what they're on now. They're not like back in the day. Girls wanted to be wifey, that's my man, promote their man, all that, who's going for this guy, that guy. See, gal now.
Day right now though, you meet a girl, you have to take it. You have to
I
take her to a £300 dinner.
I remember the days.
On a first date.
£300.
You don't have to do that though.
I remember the days. You have a girlfriend, you're back in
taking off their drawers for a sexy fish. Don't tell me nothing. Nice man. Sexy fish. And Hakkasan and he's crazy. What are you talking about?
I can't take a girl out to Hakkasan if I was single now.
I take girls to worship nights at church. Level of foundation.
What you have to remember is different. If you get a girl now that you want to fall in love with, it has to be mad. It has to be super deep. She has to love you for a reason.
Did you go abroad? What? Did you go abroad to find a wife?
What do they call that? Bro something?
Passport bro.
Oh yeah.
We gotta go abroad to find a wife.
To find loyalty.
Nah.
When you mean abroad, I mean, as in like girls that who's got like
old tradition.
The culture,
Before you get there, does a woman's past matter to you?
Yes.
A woman's boss.
100%.
Yeah.
Why would it not?
So at these ages,
Who said that?
everyone's got a pass.
Depends on what pass. Remember,
Yeah, no, it depends on what
everyone's got
pass.
choices,
But
everyone's
based on the metrics
You
that
didn't have to do that. You don't have to go out there be
Girls are
Miss Curb.
outside.
You didn't have to be outside. You didn't have to do that.
Girls are outside single or with man nowadays. What are you talking about?
There's married women outside. Like the lamppost. So you're right. They're outside on. Not when the light comes on at 6 o'clock.
Where's my
Wait, what did you say?
9 a.m. on.
Rio, where's my tea?
Certain men don't speak on certain things, innit? Because they don't want to look bad on the camera and whatnot.
Pastor, what
Bridging
the
that are
pastor
girls,
for?
and they know it's 100, it's real. Man have been cheating on gal for years, fam. Man have been violating the gal them thing for years. So gal do it now.
Yeah, girls do it as well.
Not now.
Yeah, but now they do it.
Girls do it better.
No, girls do it.
Girls are sick at it. We talking.
Hey, Pete.
Girls do it better. You wouldn't even
Pete,
know.
no. Some girls, not all girls. There's girls that are smart and there's girls that have done them to it. Like there's both
Girls
ways.
will
You know
make
what
you
I'm
feel
saying?
good.
Some,
yeah,
not
and
all,
they're
some.
doing this, bro.
Huh?
Girls do it the best, bro. I'm telling you. If you will never find out if a girl don't want
them
to.
for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Man can't run them for it.
Feel it different.
Because it is what it is.
I can only speak on a man's perspective, but I've never been in this experience. All I know is I've got virgins that have felt the burn of finding out their girls cheating. It hits different on men than it
I'll be
does.
real. No names. What I'm gonna say, I'll be real. No names. Yeah, but I guarantee none of them brethren that were burnt, got cheating on, done a thing behind the girl's back.
You don't think they've done a thing?
I reckon 100, but I'll put money on it.
No. Of course they've done things.
That's it.
No, forget all of that. Forget all of that.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying.
No,
It
but
hits
even the
differently.
idea of
He's saying it
it,
hits differently.
it hits differently on man.
it's-
Man can't take it.
So, hold on. So do you think if a girl cheats on you, it hits differently than compared to if a girl?
100%. Then
100%.
I am jumping off my balcony.
Did you say if a girl cheats on me more than if I cheat on her?
No, does it hit you different than
I've never cheated.
Black men don't cheat. Come on, man. What'd you say? Black men don't cheat.
Yeah. You see the marketplace and we come home.
Hey, Ree.
Way too much nonsense.
Come on. Girls are emotional.
Girls are emotional.
Girls are emotional cheaters.
Boys are more emotional than girls.
Yeah. Listen, if my girl cheat on me, oh my God, it's murder. Fucking murder. I'm telling you that now. What are you talking about? What do you think?
Hold on.
I'm not eating and all that.
Where is
If a woman cheats,
Deed starts.
if a woman cheats, yeah, is she invested?
Yeah.
Not always though.
Not always, but then we're tapped out. We're tapped out much longer than you guys cheat on status and everything. Girls cheat over amount of time.
Yeah, cheat and
Yeah, you
I'm
got
not
that
a
lap.
cheater. Boys cheat just to know that they can cheat, or their friends are cheating, or just to say that they can cheat. Yeah, they do.
Finish the song.
But we don't cheat.
Whoa.
We're fed up of the nonsense, and then we're emotionally and mentally tapped out a long time. So when you think you're winning, we're gone long time. Pardon?
That makes no sense. So if a girl's emotionally tapped out, why is
That's the nonsense.
No, but girls tap
If a girl
out.
cheats, is she
Girls tap
is she
out
hurt?
and stay with men.
Why is there a tap out?
Yeah, she's hurt.
So they're emotional cheats, is what I'm saying.
So why, for a girl, why is there a
Just end it then, not cheat back. It's not tit for tat.
We do end it, but then some boys extra don't want to end it, then they go crazy and then stuff happens.
Say if you don't end it, I want to cheat. They'll duck out. Trust me.
Ree, come out, man. We can't hear you. Like most women can't be
You know,
you guys at the same time.
they're not throwing me out today. They're not throwing me out today. I've been drawn.
A lot of women. If a woman, I feel like if a woman put on fire.
No, I'm not even saying that. Guys have been cheating for years. But girl are
Why is he
acting
dying like
as well.
She's gonna feel like I don't want you to.
Listen,
like that?
if a woman
Yeah,
can get away with
100%.
meeting 4 or 5 different men, she would. She's
No, they
greedy.
won't. I don't
She's
know. They
greedy.
won't.
How?
They won't. No, they
So
won't.
what? You?
Girls don't
Hear what he said. Hear what he said. Hear that.
Imagine if a girl can get away with beating 4 or 5 different men, they will.
She's a whore then.
Girls don't. No, he's not saying that. He said if they could, but that's not. Girls are not built like that.
Girls ain't built like that.
Girls are not built like that.
They're not built like that.
Come on, the garden. Are you right?
Nah.
Come on, the garden. Are you right?
talking about one lady.
Come on, the girls are right.
I don't believe it.
Bro, I tell you now. Go through a girl's group chat.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No way.
Hey, Jerome's right, you know.
Go through a girl. Let me say something. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Go through a girl's group chat. I tell you now, your guy on the M charge. I swear to you, you find out about girls group chat.
Realistic. Girls are not built to sleep with more than one man, fam.
Girls are not built.
They're not built like that.
Some girls are doing more than that. Are you right?
They're not.
Now that's a different statement.
You're mad. Girls are out here doing the Mazzamellini. They are, but they're not built like that. Them girls. What do you mean they're not built like that? If they're doing it, they're built like that. They're not built like that, bro. Girls are not built. Girls are built to sleep with more
Let me say something. Yeah? You know the girl, yeah? You know the girl that slaps, yeah, where she's at Bear Restaurant? Let me tell you something. She has a Monday dinner, Tuesday dinner.
That don't matter. That's not.
So what? That makes it okay.
That's a girl. That's.
This is what I'm saying. See that? See that?
You can't be so uncomfortable with God.
I feel, now, Dave, be honest with you, I feel like if a girl's in a relationship and she ends up leaving that relationship, Dave, if a girl, you know that though, if a girl's in a relationship, she ends up leaving, like, not leaving the relationship, but finding someone else interested, and she sleeps with that person, she ain't gonna want to sleep with her man anymore.
No. Do you know what? She'll go back and forth. She'll go back and forth. She'll go back and forth. Me personally, if a girl, yeah, doesn't want to be with her boy, yeah, me personally, leave the guy, sit there and say, cool, I'm leaving.
But it's easier to say, bro.
No, but it's easy to do as well because
No,
no
it's not that
point of
easy to
being
do.
another guy while she's currently uncomfortable in a relationship. Remember, you're still in a
You might have
relationship.
things together. You might have a home together. You might have like,
Yeah, exactly, you got a
might
home
have
together,
businesses
but you're
together. But it's not easy just to break things like that.
No, it's not easy to break things, but me personally, don't sleep with someone whilst you're currently in an unhealthy relationship. Remember, you're still in a relationship, it's just
It's easier
unhealthy.
to say though, but life doesn't work like that.
Sure, life
Life
is
doesn't work like
one
that.
thing, yeah, but in between your life, you made your own decisions. No one sat there told you to go open legs, no one sat there told you to jump in inside either. You have your own decision to say, do you know what? If I'm in a relationship with a girl or a relationship with someone and I'm uncomfortable, before I step out, I need to then have a conversation with her to say, do you know what? I don't think we're working, or whatever the case may be. If it's really, really done, then move on, but don't move on whilst you're currently in a relationship. And then you're gonna forever keep cheating. That makes sense. Hear me?
Yeah, but that's life being easy, bro. Like, it never works like that. It never
The
works
only
like
person that
that.
makes your life difficult is you. You control your own life. You are your own person. No one sat there said to you, go and do this. It's up to you at the end of the day for you to do it, no? If you want to cheat, no one told you. It's you that wants to do it. If you don't want to cheat, you're making a
If it was so
decision.
easy, many women would be like, okay, I don't want to
It
be
is
with you
very
no
easy,
more.
but at the end of the day, a lot of
Let
people
me
don't
ask this question. The standard that you have here for your mother or your daughter or your sister, the same standard you should have for your wife. So it's not. So a man saying, yeah, women are built to not built, but they sleep with 4 or 5 men. If you're,
it can happen.
of course they can. Anything can happen. They can got 100 man.
now, yeah.
There's some women that you
One sec.
know that
No, but what
You know why it's
let's
more now?
imagine, yeah,
Because
a situation you've
women
got now, yeah. If
don't
you're-
need
if
man
you're
no
saying
more.
You've got.
This is what man are the
Of course they do. Of course they
That's what
need
they
man.
think, they still need
How can women not need man?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Not like that. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You see, back in the day, women didn't care about going out and looking the. They just knew as long as I'm good for my man,
that was it. Yeah.
I'm good. You see, this
Now
man.
they're doing it for themselves.
1 second. Nah, this man is cheating on me, but I haven't got nothing to fall back on. So what women have realised and done put in their DNA. Let's go out and go after and do our own thing.
Yeah, 100%.
You understand? So if I do find my man, yeah, and he does do shit, I can do my own thing. I've got bread. I've got my own.
Yeah, but that's not
yard,
how.
I've got
That's unnatural. That's unnatural to women, though.
It's a thing for women now. It's a thing for women now. Certain women that's been through that and been hurt by 3, 4, 5 man. They want to think like, do you know what? I'm getting bread. Fuck man.
Yeah, but that's unnatural.
I like sex.
That's
No, one
unnatural.
second, but this is real stuff.
Yeah, but that's
man.
unnatural though,
Some
Pete. That's
women are like,
unnatural.
I like having sex.
you know
I
what?
like
That's
having
unnatural.
Sex. I'll go out when I get my girls.
No,
I
that's
might
unnatural,
fling
man.
and do my thing and that's it. That's how it is.
You gotta get to, no matter what woman you're dealing with, you gotta get to the essence of what do their heart actually, what do they actually want in the end result. So when you get to that, you can decipher the difference.
partner, but see so many men have done so much shit.
You have to jump over to even get to that
While
stage.
this one, if you look in their history, their heart's been broken. They've devoted their time to someone who had 16 baby moms, boom, 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 and now, okay, I'm outside. But if you go to their root and say, okay, I'm gonna meet you where you want to be met. What is it you want? They really what?
Do you know what I don't agree with?
They want to be
It's
loved.
like
They want to be loved.
If someone breaks your heart, if
Anyhow,
someone
my
breaks
men
your
came
heart,
out
or a
of
girl, if a girl's heart gets broken or a guy's heart get broken, that doesn't mean go be Miss or Mr. outside, you know. Don't do that because now.
But that's what it is, though.
Yeah, it is that. You know that if someone breaks your heart, yeah.
As a man.
If a girl broke your heart, that doesn't mean
Impossible.
I'm saying.
No, but it's the same for a man. If you're missing,
Don't go out there and be what she done to you. You know understand? Or go be out Mr. Outside or whatever.
But that
because
could be a
right now
man's
you're
trauma
just.
response. Though.
Huh?
That could be a man's trauma response.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things you could do. Remember, hurt people hurt people.
Of course.
So really and truly, because you hurt me, doesn't mean that now I need to go out there and go do what you've done to me to the next person. You just got to be better and realize that, you know what? I didn't accept that. I'm hurt by it.
But you know,
I'm gonna heal over here and I'm gonna try again with someone else. But I'm not gonna take on what you've done.
Man are not doing that.
I'll be real. It sounds
People
all
like,
the
yeah, it
part.
sounds.
It sounds all the part.
People
But
like-
in the real world,
Man
it
are not
don't
doing
work
that.
like
No,
that. If you come and cheat on a girl,
Let me like.
Remember,
Say girl
your
cheats on a
world
man.
is your world.
No,
Everyone else's
no,
world.
but man are not doing that. I'm saying really,
And
a
that's
man
fine,
can
sounds
have a man can have morals and say, you know what, that's how you dealt with me. It just still forget, girl. It's road. A road man's violated your team. You've dealt with me like that. I could go rise up something and do a madness, but I don't need to.
Give me a guy.
I'm just gonna be more aware of my surroundings, around the people I deal with. It doesn't mean that I'm not offended by this or that I've completely healed from this. But it just says I'm gonna move in a different light. So a man's not just gonna, oh, you broke my heart as a female, now I'm gonna find love again. Nope, I need to read the room because I have a bad discernment in people. If I love a woman and she can cheat on me, I have to now take accountability for the fact that I gave my heart to this woman who even has the willpower to deal with me in such a wrong way. Men have to now read the room and address the world differently. It doesn't mean you want to go out there and start hurting people, but it doesn't mean you just actively say.
No, but a lot of people do that. But what I'm trying to say is
but that's the idiot man thing. That's
They're hurting themselves,
that's
though,
baby
innit?
food.
They're hurting themselves.
You mean like sleeping around?
No, you know
But
what
that's not hurting people, because if you're
how
honest, you're doing your thing.
A lot of people get into a relationship with someone, didn't realise how hurt they got. And now they're taking on all that hurt from the previous into their present. And that's when some relationships don't work, because now I'm dealing with all your past problems that I didn't create. So why should I now be in a relationship with someone that now I'm dealing with all your trauma, all your hurt, and I'm someone new? I didn't do that. Let's start fresh.
Maybe they're always going to do that though.
Yeah,
They're
but
always
a
going
lot
to take their past relationships and bring it
Yeah,
into
that's
the
what I'm
new
saying.
ones.
I want to get with a girl that's got a lot of
People don't
bad.
know how to heal.
No, people don't know to. That's why don't get into a new relationship if you ain't healed.
But so
You
many
don't know
people
when you feel.
No, you don't. But if if you feel like you're not fully healed or near there, don't ever get into a relationship that you feel like you're not fully healed.
Done, but a lot of people don't even know they need healing.
Nah, a lot of people do. I think everyone knows that they need to be healed in some sort of way.
Our culture didn't grow up with like speaking to someone when they're hurt. We
No,
didn't grow up
but
with like that. A lot of people.
we have a lot of help now.
We have a lot of trauma, yeah, but people still don't know we have help. A lot of our culture, a lot of people in our culture don't know that they can go and speak to someone like to kind of heal.
Do you know how bad it is, yeah? Back then, all you could speak to was your family and maybe your friend and that. Now, you've got so much relationship advice from other people, counselling. You could go to bare different things where you can get help and take you out of that maybe depression or mental state, where you got a lot of help now that can put you in a better position.
People in our community still think like they can go and get counselling. People be like, nah,
I feel like a lot of people
counselling.
no, but people think counselling, they think embarrassment. It's not embarrassing at all. Sharing, venting your feelings to someone that's experienced and that's their profession to help you, that's not embarrassing. I will never say that going to counselling is embarrassing, because you're just going to someone that's trying to help you to think and deal with another situation better.
But you might be in a better space of your life though. You might be in a better space of your life to deal with it.
Regardless of what the reason is. No, I'm saying, regardless, don't matter what the reason is.
Therapy is king. I think, especially
100%,
for men
100%.
who bottle up emotions from a certain age, they don't actually express themselves.
I've had
I think
therapy.
any environment
I've had
you
therapy.
share,
What did you have therapy for?
A lot of depression that I went through about 8 years ago. About 7, 8 years ago with my situation with my mother and my child. I couldn't think right. What I was going through.
Did it help you?
100%. Because if you didn't get help,
I've done all that, man.
if you didn't get help, yeah, and someone told you how to deal with things, me personally, I don't think I'll be here.
But I didn't stick it.
Not just I will go do something to her or do something to someone else. I just think myself, I was eating
you
up
came out
inside.
the other side a better man.
Oh, I went far out to go get help and tell someone that's outside of my circle, outside of my environment, and he said, look, this, that, she said, this, that, this, that. And the advice and what they told me what I should do, but I take that everywhere with me now.
I hear that.
That's just me. That's what I done for myself at that time.
It makes sense. I think, especially when you can look back and say, this is where I was at.
Yeah.
I was at a crossroad, and this kind of was your bracket, your safe space.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially because you gotta understand the amount of men that actually deal with depression,
A lot of people don't
anxiety.
know, but a lot of guys
You got
don't.
It's definitely real.
It's definitely real.
It's definitely
You don't realise, bro. My therapy, bro.
Actually, underlying you suppress so many big emotions.
Yeah, that's true.
Trauma in people's life.
I've been in environments where things can trigger certain reactions, fight or flight. And in the same sense, if you just move on with your life, every day, just a look can make you think, oh, is it? Yeah. And you can't live like that. We're not in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
There are no mines on the ground, but man are watching every. If you don't get some form of therapy or safe place to offload these big emotions, and you know what a lot of men do? They find a girl that they can offload it on. But if you break up with the girl, break up with the girl and ask her what the experience was like. I remember there was one time someone passed away, and I was at your mum's house, and all the men were there. It was a depressing atmosphere. Straight from there, I went to see a girl, and I was just like in this mood, like. And it's only years later she like, you used to offload so much of me. I'm like, oh wow. No, I did not. But at the same time, I realized, that wasn't the right vent. Because you deal with so much big emotions out in the real world, and you got to bring it to the right places. So I feel like salute you anyway for doing yours.
No,
But you know, like I was talking to my friend one time right now. I don't think he realized he had a lot of trauma in him. He was telling me this story, like he's driving. Every time he drives, he has to mind how far he parks in front of a car and how far a car parks behind him, just in case someone comes and he's got to get away. I'm like, look at him, I'm like, bro. I just drive normally without even thinking about things like that. He's got to think, he's got to park. When on the lights, he can't park too close.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
He wears a mask on him driving.
He said to me always, when I first passed my test when I was with him, when I was years ago, he's always said, park the way that you're leaving. Never park the way that you're not going. He's always said that.
If you're driving,
whatever way you're going, that you need to go, park that way. And I take that everywhere I go.
I'll do certain things, and man will look at me, why'd you do that? Like, are you mad? Like, say I'm coming up to the red lights and there's a car in front. There's a space, I'm going in that space. If there ain't, I'm leaving at least 2 meters.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So I can zap. You understand?
But this is
man can ram you. Man's been through these certain situations.
I'm not making this.
100%. Man know these things.
I'm not making this a man from the end.
I can hear a bang. If I'm walking down the road here, whoa. You get what I'm saying? I can hear a motorbike coming down the road. I can hear a motorbike coming down the road before I can hear it from farm turning around. Like, yo, G checking the motorbike is a fucking Deliveroo. You understand? But that's just.
Do you know how you know? Yeah, when there's got too much. If we're all outside the front now and a car drives by, you see about 8 man just looking to see. Every single time. Like my nan and my mum always say the same thing. Why do you always look into cars? Why you always looking into cars?
You need to
listen.
Everyone does.
You need to talk that out seriously.
But he used to be the worst. One of his brothers as well. Certain places you go, and it's like, this is the most peaceful environment. But based on certain things you may have experienced in life, you have to read the room in a different way. Man walk into rooms, and it's like you're the most innocent man, but man are looking at you to see if we're going in that direction. Man are reading. Like I come in a million places, a million man, and I'm a smiley guy. How you doing? You right? Blessing. But you always meet someone that is up tense up. ready. And I'm like, oh, I see you're dealing with a look, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Love. Like, I still try to.
But you're grown now.
Some man got enemies as well, bro.
Yeah, no, you know.
Some man got enemies, bro.
Yeah, outside.
How was you dealing with that before now? But you seem more mature that you can deal with that. Like I see you're dealing with a lot. You understand yourself a lot more.
Yeah.
How was you 10 years ago? Would you have dealt with the
but
same energy?
I feel like I've always been me. I've always been quite centered. And when you're the oldest brother, you always have to have a certain sense of everyone's getting home, if that makes sense. When you're the oldest brother, you always have that sense. So you always have to be able to calm a situation, deal with, protect. It's just that natural sense. I'm not saying that there weren't blurred lines across the journey, because there definitely has been. But as an older man now, I definitely see myself in certain environments as the uncle, certain environments as the big homie. It just depends on the steppings. But I feel like just as a generation, a lot of someone's outside on the phone. Yeah, it's
Little ones out there, just checking on.
Oh, little ones out there.
Check on the little one, please, bro. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, as a generation, we all have big trauma unaddressed. Unaddressed. Man, I don't know what this looks like as a generation in our 50s, 60s, because I still have friends who are in their late 40s and 50s going to jail over dumb stuff. So what does our generation look like? I identify as 28 on camera, but I know you're slightly older than me.
Slightly.
No. What I'm saying, on camera. But I'm saying,
I'm 38. I'm
no, but
38
I'm saying,
in October, yeah?
That's what I'm
This
saying.
year.
You guys 10 years older than me.
10 years older. So when I was like, using
but I'm
your
saying,
napkins,
at 50, we're chained a long way away. You know how these days be going? Can man still resolve issues the same way man did at 38?
I'll be real with you. It's a bit mad, yeah, because I'll be real. You see, like when people say you need to go and see people and talk to people and things like that. See, through my whole life, I've been dealing with anger. You get me? Man's an angry person. I'll take it out on the people closest to me, fam. When I'm on the roads, like, I'll get mad cases. People be like, oh yeah, we had a madness with da-da-da-da. But when I'm on the roads, people don't even know what goes through. I get a case every month. Joe, was I lie, Joe?
Yeah, back in the day, it was.
I get a case every month. Moving to this man, doing this man, doing stupid things.
Was it all worth it?
Well, worth it, but I was in a position where I was just angry.
Yeah.
The thing is, you sit back and
when
say
you
it's not
go
worth
jail,
it now,
when you
but
go
at the
jail
current
and all them
time,
sort
it's
of things there, it's just a survival thing.
Survival.
You understand? It's just a survival thing. So you're G-checking a man that wants to be a brethren.
Yeah.
Just talking to you on the normal. You're G-checking, well, go on. Yeah, where are you from? You understand? Yeah. So when I've come out now, I just checked the road was that. Do you understand? So man just angry with everybody. So man's talking to people.
So you ever had cancelled?
Yeah. I've been cancelling what, 2-3 times. It don't happen.
No, 2-3 times, bro. You need to be.
Come on, bro.
You
I've
need
had
at
all them
least
things. I've
20, but
had the
2-3
anger
times.
management thing, fam, where they got me and 8 man sitting back to back on a chair. Yeah, we're all sitting back to back on a chair, eyes closed. Yeah, they're playing birds and all that. Ooh. Doing all this, telling me, yes, now take a deep breath. But that's not helping me.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's not helping me.
You see, no, but what?
That's not helping me.
I went to see. I know 3 sessions. I knew like this guy weren't right for me. I don't know what he was trying to get out.
It's got to be right.
It's got to be right for me.
It's got to be.
I'm not gonna lie. 1 second. I've tried bare things. They tried. What else did they do? Even when I was in jail, even when I was in jail, they was putting me through anger management teams. You understand? Because they say I'm right. All your cases and things like that. I went to jail for drugs, a completely different thing. But why have I got cruises in jail for anger management and stuff like that? Because of my cases and things before. So when they tell me, but they said I went for acupuncture, all these things. You think they worked? None of these things work for me.
But you know what I would say to you though.
And I'm angry over certain things, like when my nan passed away and things like that. Weren't things like just normal things? Just built up over years. Yeah, just built up over years.
You know what I would say?
Years and years, you get me? Like, until I just said, you know what? Boom, explode.
Don't catch me. Not joking.
You understand?
Wait. You know what I would say to you, Ross?
Yeah.
Firstly, I feel like you have to find someone that identifies with elements of your journey. All the birds whistling doesn't even identify with you.
For you. You're not live. Yeah, they're not live through your story.
There are men more angrier than you that I've met.
Yeah, 100.
Older man,
100.
that have gone through a world of things, similar things, but I can know that there would be a mutual respect in a real conversation over a woman who has no identity with you telling you the book way of therapy. It's like if you've been in the army and you've seen a child blow up in front of you, just the book way of therapy doesn't help that situation. You can't identify with my pain. I'm not even saying that I can, but I know there are men out there, grown men, that you would identify with and say, I hear that big man.
Of course, I got man around me that you know.
Yeah, and of course.
You understand that talk to man, but the things that man's been through in life, so like I'm saying, so see certain of these young girls, it's easier for a man to say it to them, but it's not easy.
It's not easy
because man, I had bad boys telling me, yo, go and da 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 da. My old man's a bad man.
We know that.
My old man's a bad man. My old man's telling me, come, boom, 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 and he's still not helping. You understand? Certain things I've been through in life, it ain't just like man tried to lick man down.
No way.
So man tried to lick man down. People tried to lick me down a couple of times. Then people say, okay, cool. When you hear certain things and certain situations, I think, bro, am I affected in my head because of these things?
100%.
You understand?
I am.
But
I've been there.
I'll just tell you, not go through my whole life because I don't.
Yeah.
But certain things between man and whatnot, like linked to Beanie, and she set man up. See that the whole trust thing with the Beanies now.
Yeah,
you understand? But these are things that man's been through in life,
and we suppress.
You understand?
So
I'll be in my yard. You see me, I'm a man that I'll have to bun zoops before I go sleep to put me to sleep. Yeah, I'll bun weed at night.
I used to bun 10 a day.
And this is,
I've never bun weed.
I used to bun 10 a day.
Watch this, I'll bun zoops before I go sleep. Yeah,
Just to find peace.
I'll go sleep. You see, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Sharp.
I'm not awake, but I'm up.
You can hear
Do
everything.
you know why? In case my door opens. No, I might live by myself. But you see, like the whole, my door's getting bust early in the morning. So you're a man that if you're in jail, you know, if you ain't got going to wherever you're going, you close your door. You don't want to get rolled on, so you close your door. Like bam, go back to sleep. You understand? But that's just the way my head works.
Yeah, but if you've
Like,
been
my whole
raided
body's in that
for
motion,
arms and
and
firearms and all them things,
spoke to people
you
and
never
never
sleep
come out of
normal. With your house clean, you never sleep
No, I
normal.
don't sleep normal.
So,
I'm telling you, bro.
So to that, I would ask a real question. Have you ever cried out your pain?
Have I ever cried?
At your pain. At your
Mad,
pain.
bro, I was in jail. You see the first time I was in jail. Yeah? Are you mad? I'm real, you know.
I love a story, bro.
I'm in jail now, bruv. Obviously, man's doing the hard boy thing. Do you get me? I must have been what, 20, 21, 22. I've done the hard boy thing, you know, like got no feelings. I ride this. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you get me? I'm with my brethren banged up, doing that thing where got a letter. Have you seen this letter? Where this letter was from? Rest in peace, my nan. My nan sent me this letter. Do you get me, yeah? So you see my nan sent me this letter and I read this letter. Blood. I broke down the first sentence, like, crying. My soul was like, yo, boom. Like, it was emotional, cause, you know, like it was a mad thing. Broke down immediately. Like, I'm real, fam.
And you know what?
That's more pain.
You see when my brother, what was it, 210, when he thought his first sentence, or he had this long out reminding, like 9 months. I remember going around to things. If you've ever dealt with my brother, you write him a letter now. To this day, he still goes to them like, you know, I rate you for that letter. Because I know what the just seeing the name, it actually means something, because it's like an empty place.
I'm not really a crier.
Yo, man just broke down immediately, bro. I didn't even have to read it.
So,
you know, like that.
So my thing with the tears thing, have you ever cried after the fact? In a sense where, obviously I lost my nan this year, so
like I'll cry. See, like I don't even put the camera on my son or whatever. And my son's here now. Yeah, I didn't see my son for 4 years for no reason, fam. Didn't do nothing, not a thing. I'm not boasting up my thing, but I'm a sick dad, fam. Man does that. I'm like a kid.
You said before the cameras was on. Every link up is a birthday. That's
come on, fam.
That's you.
It's like,
it's a birthday. It's your birthday.
I didn't get everything like, I'm gonna show you what I've gone. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So when
you just come off holiday as well.
Yeah, I took my daughter away. Yeah. So when fucking my son got taken away for no reason, fam. You see me, like, I've been through stuff in life and been with girls, and I was a horrible cunt. Do you get me? But when my son got taken away, this was years ago. When my son got taken away, my head just went left. But she went through certain things, postnatal depressions, all these certain things.
Darker thing as
yeah,
well.
so she had her own thing. So it's not her fault. You understand? Like, she had 2 personality disorder, all that sort of stuff. So when I went through that, bruv, I went through what, 4.5 years of just being horrible to everybody and doing crime. And that's the truth of it, fam. Not listening to no one, don't care. My son's been taken away from me. War guy with everybody.
So mad. You see my cousin you was in jail with, the tall fighter one.
Yeah.
Same story.
Yeah.
Same story.
I'm 4.5 years of just doing a mad thing. Yeah. Only recently I got been able to see my son. He's older. He said, "Yo, where's my dad?" Everyone at school's got a dad. Oh, where's my one? Do you get me? I remember him. I want to see him. That's the only reason I see my son now, because she couldn't carry on doing the fuckeries. Do you understand? But see that 4.5 years of me being a horrible cunt, people didn't even know I was hiding most things.
Yeah, no,
I might be
course.
trapping and all that and making money and doing my thing. But you see how depressed I was.
Day,
I used to go home and cry.
Yeah, every single
Where the
day
fuck's
you wake
my
up.
son?
Every night you go home, you're
Come
alone.
on, bro. I used to think like every day, like, where the fuck's my son? I wonder what my son's doing. And he'll be like, huh?
Who's around my
And
son?
I'm covering it up, going raving and buying stuff, shopping every day and
don't mean nothing.
Don't mean fuck all, cuz. That don't mean shit.
It's a
Don't
distraction.
mean nothing.
It's a distraction of your real pain.
Every day I'm thinking, right, where's my youth? I wonder what my youth's doing. At the same time, I'm seeing my daughter.
Do you think even that experience with that baby mom
That fucked up a lot of trust
put
issues
you up
in my head.
with it deals
Hello,
with
Benny.
women?
Hello.
She disrupted a whole
Deep yeah,
moment.
It was a moment, isn't it? You know,
everything.
no man couldn't continue and not say hello.
We had this bit in. She ruined the whole thing. I heard her.
In the moment, I can't remember how deep you was.
Yeah, we was deep in.
That's the thing with this therapy thing. Yeah. That's the thing. You try and get deep, and then the man that will come around, you gotta just.
Let him go.
You see with therapy, yeah, what I realised with therapy, yeah, you can't when you go into therapy and they really speak to you about whatever, you have to strip yourself.
Bro, okay, let me tell you a story.
You know what? Yeah,
Wait,
one second. Do you know
let
what? Do you know why you say that? Which is why you're saying you're right. What you're saying, because my mum tried to get me and my brother therapy, yeah, and we both went to the session, and we were both in the wrong zone.
Yeah,
Do you get it? So
let me say. Wait. So obviously, I had the same situation. Brother, journey, boom, 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 bing, whatever, and there was a lot going on. The way man was raised didn't reflect what man was dealing with. In this, man was raised quite centered and on the good journey, but at the time, there's a lot of things happening. So anyway, we sat down in this session, and I remember the woman asked me a question. So, tell me about your. My body started shaking. I'm like, why am I even emotional to go back to a place? And I because my brother went offloading, but me, I started offloading with the pressure that it was to maintain a certain standard and prove points. Man can't violate me because my dad is who he is, and and these were all the feelings that were pumped up. So unless you're prepared to actually strip down all the bravado,
I don't think I am.
People don't realise.
I don't think I'm prepared.
You've
That's
never
the
been
hardest
like
thing.
that
Let me
to
show you
me.
something. That's the hardest thing, because let me show you, the people saying, oh yeah, you gotta go see this person, you gotta go talk to this person. You get brought into a building, yeah. This is what's the fucked up thing. You get brought into a building, looks like an hospital, yeah. Mad undercover office hospital. You get put in a room and you get told you chat to this person.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Do you understand? But you don't know who this person is. In your head, and if you're a role person, half of the time you think it's feds, fam. When I was a young guy through certain things,
You're gonna write this down,
really down on in my head,
and then put
like,
a new
what's
case
really,
on.
really down on that side. Like,
You
don't
But
tell
you
them,
see,
that's
why I
not
say,
what
you see why I said to you,
proper sad,
you have
know,
to
though.
identify.
You can't even like, yeah, that's
I feel
like
like his bit is more of a setup, but like, you know, when you come out and you go to a therapist and you go speak to someone that's completely out of your environment, don't know where you're from, don't know what you've gone through, nothing. If you go there with with guards and shields of your emotions is never gonna work.
No, but do you know? Yeah, but on the flip side of that, ain't that the therapist's job?
No.
Because it ain't your job to strip down. Innit? Your job is to be yourself.
Yeah, but you're not going there with an open mind, though.
Yeah, you have to willingly. You know when you go to therapy, you have to willingly go there, be prepared to take off
to be helped,
things.
to be helped,
yeah. Your shield and your guards cover up trauma, wounds, bare scars, bare different anger things that you don't need to be going through. Once you take that off, you're vulnerable. But she's there to help you, so she's basically plastering up all the things that's going on through your life. And by the time you come out,
Don't start with
that. And by the time you come out of that therapy session, you should feel maybe even 5% healed. But as time goes on, I think I went for like 6 months, like 8 months. And by the time I completed it, bro, you see my new shield, my new guard was healed. Like I was healed in a different way, in the sense of like, you know what? I see things differently now. How I deal with like certain arguments, certain things that need to have my attention, certain things that I need to do this and do that is different now. And I had to strip myself off to become another person and be able to allow that.
See what it is though, it's different.
Kind of
See what it is? I hear his thing, but you see what it is?
that's all.
It's different for everybody. Because you see like,
100%.
see like your thing, I know you're my cousin and so I know you went through it because your BMs and all that, do your ute thing, yeah? You don't do road. So there's not none of them. See mine, it's like I had to go to like 5 different people, blood. You know, like that. Mine's the BM thing, mine's been through this, been through that. You gotta go and find someone that's been through everything I've been. It's like, what can you tell me that I've been through stuff that you're never ever gonna even know?
Do you know what? You have to actually go out there and find people that can actually relate to you.
That's why I said.
The only thing that sorted man out, I'll be real, the only thing that sorted man out and put man and said, yo,
drug user. He helped me massively, bro.
Yeah, and that's catch that again.
And I'll be real, that's the only thing that made man normal. Like, you get me? Seeing my youth, fam. The moment
That's
I
a
see my
massive
youth, it's
hill.
like, raw.
Because it's a part of you that has returned to you.
That this whole thing that I felt was on my shoulders, it just was like, huh? That's what it was.
But I'll be real with you. See
You
my
understand what I'm trying to
therapist,
say?
shout out Metty. Metty is the one that I vent to with everything. Like anything that happens to me, I just go to her and tell her everything.
I thought you went to me. I'm got special for
He felt so special.
Man used to call. Man, just to be like, yo, you want to come to you?
No, I go to him still. Man will dry him out in the middle of the night as well. Man will dry him out in the middle of the night
have
as
my
well.
number that go through real things. Say, yo, what you on? Are you on your own? I'm like, yeah. Come nick man at the garden, just pour. I'm like, yeah. But I feel special for you.
But man's been through. No, I draw him out. I definitely draw him out. But I'm the type of guy that, like, man won't say everything, but when I got something to say, I'll say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got stuff to say for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've got bare stuff to say.
You've gone through one of them journeys. Not on the camera thing, but you've got. I'm saying life at one point was what it was, and then you just went through this big turbulence.
Yeah, I had bare stuff going on for him.
But then I feel like, in your process, whatever your process has been, you found a lot of purpose. And I think that even goes to what Ross was saying. When his son came back, it's like man found man's purpose again. Exactly. That connection to
sometimes you ain't
watch
got
this though, man. So watch this. Watch what's mad though. So whoever the person put me through this stuff for 4.5 years of my life, was fucked up, 4.5 years of my life. The moment I see him, normal. Like my head's normal. I go to sleep normal.
You feel calm,
All these
mate.
things,
You have peace, innit?
It felt like I was on a mad case or something. That's what my head felt like. My body felt like I was on a mad case. But you see, we need 4.5 years. Do you know how much cases and that man caught from? Like how much shit, how much trouble, how much fucking shit man got into.
Because the absence
man's still on
of your child
fucking,
is
bro,
not
I'm
making
still on
focus.
probation till December this year, fam. And this is from 2012.
Do you think a lot of that, obviously, it was
how many years about just carried on in the system,
as
bro?
much as it was filling the gap, do you think a part of that was also like, oh, if I'm not gonna get access, I'm gonna give you a real reason? Do you think like you was a bit reckless? Because at the same time, you had this conversation with Dean and that last time about, oh, jail's for waste man. It's not for waste man. But at the end of the day, you've done something that's given a you've given the police access. I used to have a lyric. Don't tell me how many times you've been jail. That just means you did your ting and your ting failed. As in, you've now drawn attention to something. Do you feel like
man not pushing the narrative like that? Man was saying like in a thing like, don't the younger see jail.
Yeah, no, as a hero
see a jangle. Oh yeah, I done my man and go jail. Jail ain't a good place to go.
No one wants to go there. But I'm saying, do you feel like? My point to you is, I don't feel like, because I've got too many friends, lifers. But I'm saying, do you feel like you was reckless in those years of not having access, and you just didn't care? So you know, you took when you refer to it, it's like case after case after case. Do you feel like you just like you didn't care?
Blood, I was reckless in school. I was reckless after school.
So
all my cousins are here, bro. They'll tell you. I was reckless in school. I was reckless when I left school. Yeah. When I left school, I went to jail. I was reckless in jail. Big up all my jig niggas in jail. They'll tell you what I
heard.
I was reckless in jail. I come out, then had youths.
Okay.
Went on the straight and narrow when I come out, then had youths. And then that happened to me. I said, yo, went back to the old PI.
So your youths
You
gave
understand?
you the purpose.
Yeah,
And
fam.
then
That's what
someone
happened,
had the power to
then
take
I
it away
went
from
back
you.
to the OP. Fuck this OT, catching cases, doing a mad thing. You get
That
me?
makes
The
sense.
cases were catching me 4 years later. I'm getting pulled up.
But
For
I
COVID
think-
come, things have got put back.
I
I'm
think
getting
you've
linked
got
4 or 5
uncles.
years later for things that I
I
done
think
years
Pia's
ago.
got uncles that because obviously his dad is his dad, innit? And there's that relationship of best friends, but I feel like the offloading thing, I feel like you've got a lot of experienced grown men around you beyond the therapy thing that you could really offload on in a safe place. You know what I'm saying?
Man's done that now, you know, like, man's been through so much shit, fam. We have to remember I'm 37 years of age, fam.
See, when you offload...
Man's been through so much shit now, I just feel like...
What
anyone...
I can master this thing. I've mastered life.
I don't even need to...
You don't need it, yeah.
Anyone needs to talk about anything, come and chat to me. I swear to God. That's what I feel like, cause...
I feel like when you offload certain things that's going on in your life, you've got to find a replacement as well. So if you don't find that replacement, you see what happens, it just repeats itself, and then it just fills up again with something else.
What do you mean by that?
So say for example, you're offloading something that's going on in your life, like a problem, whatever the case may be. If you're not going to replace that problem with something positive, or do something to replace it in the sense of your...
But that's the position of the listener to kind of give you an element of advice in a certain direction.
Of course, 100%. Everyone here can go do a mad thing, but it's a choices that you make in life that put you in situations. Like if he offloaded a lot of things and found someone that he can connect with, that he feels like, well, do you know what? You listen to me properly and you understand what I'm saying, and they find a certain way to replace that anger in him and replace it with something else for him to think differently.
So you're saying
He ain't gonna be dealing with
he's not going to be triggered as much as
he's
that's
gonna
what
go
he's
back,
saying.
he's gonna relate, and he's
He
gonna
would
do you know
be
what?
one of the best
I'm not gonna
mentors
do
for the
that.
next generation. Because the experience,
But because he hasn't found that
ate up
yet,
so
what
much
happens
of
is
his
he
life.
offloads it.
He can
and
now
next,
say,
next couple of months, something else happens. He's like, what? This is something new. I'm gonna do this now. What's happened now? You just put all that offload here. Now you got a new one. So you're just stacking them. But
of course he's got. I
really want.
You've
You
got.
understand what I'm saying?
What
And
you're
then
saying
next
is
thing,
he
what
needs a
happened?
solution.
100%. And then what's happened when these Charles come back? All that it's dropped now. 100. Charles come now. Now I can chill. You understand what I'm saying? So all that stack and that load, that's all gone.
You
now.
have to remember, this is us talking as 30 plus men.
Yeah.
You have to remember, 20.
You
have to remember,
I identify as 28.
But you have to remember, this conversation needs to happen to 16, 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah, but that's why I said.
I don't think they're ready for that conversation at that age.
But you know what it is? They respect man 28 and older.
No, but no,
To actually
the
live
younger
If you
generation.
a 16-year-old you, if you ask your 16-year-old you and said about depression, you'd be like, what?
Let me ask you a question here. What you do with your son? Your son got 15. I once said, Jay, your son's 15, isn't it? Or 13, yeah. Where is he raised in Newham? So how do you approach that in terms of growing up in Newham kind of thing? Because it's easy to just get into this. You know what I'm trying to say?
To be fair, like, luckily, like he's more on to his like football. He loves ball, so that's what takes up a majority of his time. But like already at 30, he's already got into situations that are sticky. Like, do you get me? He's already had man them try and roll on him, like, and it's just like I suppose it's just the way of the world, isn't it? Like you're gonna go through those situations.
I don't know what you did in that situation.
We'll get to that. Yeah, go on. You go through these situations, innit, whereby you're living where you live. Do you get me? You're gonna find ways. Every man's been in a situation where someone's out there, someone's tried it. So it's like, do you get me? It's necessary. Like, I don't try to mollycoddle my kids too much, because especially where I coach and I see so many different kids, and I can see how the ones that are a bit more wise and a bit more. Do you get me? Like, and with my kid, it's like as much as I'm around, he still needs to be experienced. Like, I can't like wrap him in a cotton wool and. Do you get me? Like, because at the end of the day, that always doesn't always breed what you want it to. That sometimes you need to go through certain things, innit? But like in terms of like getting caught up in things, he's not really on that. But as I said, he's only 13. There's still years to go. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's still many years.
How would you deter him from getting involved in that? Because getting involved in that, it's not normal.
But it's not even up to him though. It's not even up to him. Someone will come to him.
What I'm trying to say is you get involved in that randomly. Am I lying?
This is where man are going wrong.
You get involved in that. Half the time you don't even know you're involved in that.
What if someone just pull up on you? You're not even involved.
Well, that happens all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is where man are going wrong. This is where man are going wrong, yeah. Because we have to remember, us as a generation, we've all been rolled. We're like the last generation before them older lot that didn't really have that thing. They're all one-on-ones and all that. You get what I'm trying to say? So this is where we have to educate our kids and show them wagwan what it really is. If we let them really live life, you know when you say to them, oh, just let them go and do their thing and da-da-da.
But that's what I was going to say to him.
It's not the generation that you can let your son go and do that.
That's what I was going to say to him.
He will get corrupt. He'll be in OT for some youths.
Let me tell you why, yeah.
Any ends on a mad team.
The reason why I said to you, not to say, because I haven't got kids, not to say I'm telling you how to father your child, you know what I'm saying? But the reason what I would say is, based on a 13-year-old, yeah, the crucial years in terms of that street life are now.
Do you know what it is?
So it's easy.
Do you know what it is? It's like, first of all, you know you're you, and also you can't do that. He knows, like, you do that. When you see me, I'm boxing you. You're not doing that. Like, you're not gonna do that. Like,
no, I hear that. I hear that. No, but bro, I hear that. I know you.
Not mine, innit?
You was my neighbour growing up. I know you. I know you. I hear your thing. But what you have to remember,
beating your kids.
No, I'm not saying beating my kid. What I'm gonna say is that.
No, I hear your thing.
What I'm saying is
it's the same for
I know the
same
type
for
of
all
shit.
of us. It's the same for all of us. We'll beat our kids.
What I'm saying,
our family now. What's this? Our family now, our mums, our nans, all of that here now, all can regulate all of us. They can regulate all our bedrooms, all of us. Bare man here, they can regulate everyone. Yeah,
what it is.
They're all still outside, bro.
What I'm saying is,
they're all still outside. Man, they're all still
I know the
outside.
kind of fuckery that my kids will end up getting into. There's certain things that you will do, and I can pre-see it now. Like, you get me? I know it's coming. And there's certain things you're not doing that though. Do you know what I mean? So there's certain things I know, because at the end of the day, as I said, you're not going to be able to just make your kid be. What, are you a goody two-shoe? I'm not. So I'm in you. Do you get me? So you already.
Both of my kids are gonna be nerds.
Yeah, it's a nerd thing. It's a nerd thing.
They're on the nerd thing.
Trust me.
I'm not on all that. Yeah, they're gonna grow up. They're gonna know the all. They're gonna.
No, but my thing's different. My thing's different. My thing's different. My thing definitely complete opposite of man.
My youths, their neighbours are gonna be sheep and cows.
From his dad,
I'm on that.
Trust me. Stop
From
that
happening
happening.
up
just from his
happening.
dad. You can see the difference between him and Luke. There's two major different personalities. He's the second coming of his dad.
The difference is, if Uncle John didn't have an active role in their life, yeah, then it wouldn't
be lost.
That's the point I'm making, but he had to play an active role, and you have to make. Sometimes you've got to make a decision.
You got to identify.
But it's not about raising your kids. You've got to make sure that you've raised your kids, but they have to do certain things.
Yeah, of course.
Like there's no negotiation with certain things.
I'm saying there's like
my kids can't grow up and learn on their own.
That's weird.
Of course
I can't have.
But your kids.
But what are you saying though? Are you saying your kids not gonna do certain things?
No,
Like, what are you saying? Like, what do you mean? Of course I'm teaching them, but what are you trying to say? They're not. How do you know? Like, what do you class
What's it? What do you class as certain things though?
What I'm trying to say is, when your youth's 18 and they're out with their bedrooms, can you actually make sure that they never bun a spliff or something like that?
No, but what do you
know what I'm trying to say? Like, what are you saying? Like, people are gonna make mistakes, bro. Fact.
Do you know why?
Like,
do you know why the way? Do you know why the way how we were? Because we all got brought up in the hood and that, innit? It's your surroundings, my brother.
It's the environment.
Yeah, it's your environment. It's your surroundings. Yeah? So if you bring up your little YG in Plasto, no matter what you do,
let's not do that.
in Kennington, Newham,
no, let's not do that.
Someone just got licked down.
Do you know what?
If you bring them up,
I'll be real. You see me, yeah? You see me, yeah?
your kid up in some man
Nah,
when
I'm not on
see
that.
this shit.
I'm not on that.
No,
I'm not on that.
Bro, let me tell you something, yeah?
Let me tell you something. Bro, watch this, yeah? Hey, bro. Let me tell you something, yeah? You see most of these men on road, yeah? You know most of them are not bad, they're not really like that, right?
Man.
You know, no, most man on road are not really like that. You know, most of it is based on just what you're doing at the time, innit?
Yeah.
You know, most of these guys that are doing bare stuff and the
What
young.
I'm trying to say, bro, certain things are just within you. That's what I'm trying to say. I believe certain things are with you. I've got cousins. My cousin Jamal brought up in the ends. He lived on the strip on the gun, but he's a good guy. Like, you get me? Something's just in you, bro. Like, you get me?
My brother's the same, but you see that generation. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No. We don't work like that.
Why do you think you're like your?
Oh, the next gen.
Yes,
They've got too much pressure. They've got too much pressure.
Most men are doing things just because they're in that environment because they have to do it.
Come on.
So you could be in a situation, yeah, where you're going
He
to
can
school.
speak of that because he's in that generation.
He can't become like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, half the time when you're getting involved in something, you're doing something, it's only because you feel like you have to do it.
But that's like anywhere. So it is, bro. How do you know? Did you grow up in Kent? You don't know what them man. You're like
Growing up in Kent is not the same as growing up in Newham, bro.
no matter where you go.
Every end has a bad end.
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
Not like Newham though.
Every area, every area's got situations where people have to do stuff, innit? But what I'm saying is, everywhere is different as well. Not everywhere is like Newham, bro. It's not like Newham or Lewisham, or it's not everywhere the same, bro. So what I'm saying is, certain situations that you have to remember, yeah, your son. Let me finish. Your son is growing up in one of the most deprived, hard to make it out areas in the world, bro.
Yeah.
Look
how many gems come from the ends then.
No, I understand that.
How many men are in the ends? How many? There might be like 10 gems that come
No,
from the
but
ends.
he's
There's
got
like
a dad
10,000 man.
who's actively in his passion. His dad said he's the captain
Are you not
of his
listening to
football
us?
team.
So what? My dad was the captain of my football team. What?
Yeah, but he's still going to box him in the face.
Yeah, my dad will box me in the face. What?
Yeah, but our football team was bad.
Yeah, but come on. But what I'm saying is, Ask me this question.
Our football team.
My dad was my football manager when I was.
Ask me this question.
Our football team, yeah, we would win the match and then chase the losing team off the field. How does that make sense?
That's my point.
Yeah,
Ask him.
He's like he's like.
So we would imagine this.
His dad let that happen.
We will play a team, we'll beat them, and then we'll chase them off the field. How? Why can't they just leave? How does that make sense?
But you're like your pops, and that's you get it. Like,
Yeah, but what does that mean to you when you say
what
that?
I'm saying, there's
what does that
certain
mean?
things, yeah, that you will not avoid, bro.
Okay.
There's certain things you will not avoid.
Wait,
Like,
the question. Wait.
like you will go crazy.
Show. Wait, what the question? I'll let you land. Because we're on camera, we gotta be respectful.
I see what happens with kids that their parents mollycoddle them. I see how it's different. Like, do you know what I mean? When they're trying to stop them from doing all of this and doing that. And actually, when you actually end up in an environment with this bear man, then you're the one getting bullied because you just don't know how to maneuver.
ain't got the heart for it.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But I think the question to what Just originally asked, not to avoid certain circumstances, what are the conversations you're having with your son about the environment he is growing up in? As much as you're not there to baby him, what are the real conversations you're having with your son at 13?
The conversations, it's all different, isn't it? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Get the girl one. We're dealing with the reality of.
Bro, we have different. Bro, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head because we have conversations all the time. Okay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't tell. Yeah, we have. We just talk, innit? When something comes up, we address that. Blah 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 blah.
Let me ask this question. Your son said he wants to make money, yeah?
Yeah.
So now, your conversation is now you've got to figure out how your 14-year-old son is going to make money. But in your head, you're thinking you don't need no money. We're looking after you. You've got enough money to live. But he says he wants to make more money.
Yeah.
So what conversation are you having with him now?
I'll try to give him I'll try to give him an opportunity to make money. Which is what?
Bro,
boom. do this, set up a business.
But we ain't got time for all the brothers.
What do you mean he's got time?
I'm 15 years old, you haven't got time to be setting up businesses,
What
bro.
have you got time for that?
Brother.
What have you got time
And there's
for?
a difference. There's a
No,
difference with a
I'm
phone.
telling you,
You understand what I'm saying?
15 years old. I
So
ain't
go
got
and make peace. What do you want to do then?
Brother, when I'm 15 years
know what you
old,
wanna do
I
at
ain't got
15.
time, but I'm in cunt at 15. I ain't got time.
But that, what I'm trying to say, yeah, is that's you though. That's you. I wasn't
That my choice.
How? How's it not?
No
No one can't tell you to go somewhere. That's your own choice. No one can't say
You
you
saying the money? That was the option
When
on
I
the
was
table.
young, you
What
were
option?
Choice.
Bro, there's big options out here to make money.
When I was young,
That's what he's asking.
when I was young,
When you was 15, when you was 15, when you was 15,
Come on, the garden.
when you was 15,
Everyone's getting one of those. I was.
but you're asking me.
when you was
When
15,
you was 15,
he went
One voice.
to his big cousins or whoever he went to, no names. So yo, I want to make some change.
That's the wrong thing to do. Why? Don't do
But he didn't have no access to anyone else. That's who we went
What are you
to.
talking about? Let me say, hold on, let me get that straight, yeah? So you're telling me
You're talking at 14.
at 14, yeah, if I'm getting peace from my parents, yeah, or whatever the case may be.
What, you're £5 a week and that?
Not enough, bro.
My dad's not giving me
Talking
£5 a week, I'll tell
I
you
put
that.
my car at 17. I put up to his house with a brand new car at 17 years old, bro.
Okay, but why? What did I get you?
mean,
It
why?
doesn't get you anywhere from apart from
What's
wait.
that talking?
What I'm trying to say,
What's
look,
that
you're
talking?
saying this. Hey, look at, hear what you said, Jay.
He's saying
Real life.
he goes to someone who he looks up to. His circumstances, his son is his dad is the man he looks up to. In his circumstance, there's people in his environment that look like they're having a good time. I need to make some extra change. The option that's given to him is that one that he took.
So you can't go get
No,
a
you're
legit
14.
model.
Don't talk about
I'll be
it.
real.
Please tell me at the age of 14, what piece are you making to do what? Ask me that question. I just want to know.
No.
At the age of 14, what piece are you making to
This
do
is where
what?
everyone's getting wrong.
What's it,
because
what's it, what's it?
as grown men, this is where we're different because we should be doing this for our kids because our parents didn't know about. See, like
Yeah,
we
well,
didn't. 1 second.
Go on.
You see how like man didn't know bank accounts, go and getting a driving license and all
Prices.
that, busing you from early. You know when you leave college, and you go college and all that. See all my white bedrooms.
I was getting EMA.
They used to get jobs and that from when they left school.
didn't
Now
get EMA.
they're
You didn't
my
go
age. They've already got
Yeah,
businesses.
but yeah,
But that's what I'm trying to say. The things
Let him
that.
finish. Let him finish.
That's why if to bust your son from different from early now, you have to show your.
But this is
What you want to be? What do you want to do? You like clothing? I'm gonna show you how to do a hat thing. Oh, you like doing this?
You know what? Pierre. Wait, let me land.
But what's this second ago?
I no, Just knows. I work with certain young kids, yeah, like in their 15 to 18. They're going into independency. I teach them how to do graphic design. Don't tell me you like my hoodie, design your own. I tell people how to do that. And we're talking about our generation. All the question was, in Just's time, there weren't those options. So
what he's saying is, you can only teach someone that you already know, innit?
Yeah.
I can only teach you what I know, innit?
But what I'm saying is, you're telling me.
I want convo.
To ride a bicycle and then go, oh, what do you want this? You want it? Listen, there is choices in life. There's always been options. There's not just one option.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, I'll be real.
At the age of
When I was
15,
young,
a 14
you couldn't have got me to go crunch for nothing.
That's what you think.
What do you mean for nothing?
That's
You could not tell me.
How much was you earning? Wait. At 16, how much was you earning?
What do you mean? I could never tell
No. But how much was you earning?
I was blessed.
I had man that would bro. What's his? I was in country.
You're going crunch today.
Not even knowing I was in country.
Come on, bro.
I was doing things not even knowing I was doing them, not even knowing that people call this grooming thing. I didn't even know that was even happening to me. Man was stepping out, not even knowing I'm stepping out.
No.
So you're saying,
But that's you though. No,
of course
that's
it's me,
not
but
me though.
Dude, that's your choice. Me, I say now, yeah, at the age of 14, 15, I was glad to work with my dad.
I knew what I did for kids.
Listen, 16. Fair enough.
That's because you're saying, I'm talking about from the kid's point of view.
Yeah, but when you're asking me-
hear what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, if your son comes to you, if your dad can teach you certain skills.
But that's what I'm saying. But when I'm saying to you, I said to you, yeah, I would tell my son, pattern the business. I'll give him the
tell him he's
opportunity.
not enough, bro.
What?
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna pattern it. I'm gonna make it happen.
But he's saying to you. I'm saying to you. He's saying to me.
As a dad,
Wait. One sec. No, as a dad, you have a final say if you can do certain things for your child at a certain point.
As a dad, you can have the beginning say. You can have any say as a dad. Doesn't matter the final
How old
say.
was you when you had your youth?
Your 19. Your kids live 24/7.
Yeah.
So you know in your kids live.
My
24/7. You don't know
old
what
man had
they're
me
doing
at
when they're-
80.
Yeah.
No, but you understand what I'm saying. Like,
You got into a trade, innit? Did your dad get you into a trade?
no, I learned from his trade, and I said I wanted to get into a
Right,
trade.
so basically what you're saying is you had a pathway.
Yeah, I chose.
My mum and dad, my mum came here when I was 8 years old. We're living upstairs, me, all three of us are living upstairs. I'm 8 years old, we're going to school I'm not even allowed to go to school with my cousins. We're going to school in Cumberland just me and him on our own.
Do you know what it is, bro? This is what
So
I'm
you're
saying.
saying my dad was in Chieftain, bro.
I said
but
no,
here's-
for me.
do you know what
Like, I'm saying
from my
no, but what
experience-
I'm saying is, as us as fathers now, we have to basically be in a position
to bust our
to
youth,
say,
don't let them go
oh,
on
we
their
can
own
do,
thing.
you can do
Yeah.
this, and I'm gonna put you in
Yeah.
a position to do it.
We have to learn from people that's around us as growing up. It was hard for all of us. No matter what we do now and how you've learnt your trades and all this and you got your own businesses and everything else, we had to do that ourselves. None of us got bossed by our pupsies or our mumsies.
That's exactly my
or-
point.
Do you understand? Like, I'll be real. I've got my white brethren, my Asian brethren,
but you know what it is?
whatever.
One second.
One second. My white brethren, my Asian brethren, whatever. They were put on from early. My Asian brothers, as soon as they left school, you're a mechanic. You had no choice.
You're taking over the garage.
Now, 1 second. Now, that same boy who didn't even want to be a mechanic, he's got his own garage, tyre shop, and a rental company.
No, of course. But
You understand? So you have to bust your youngers, you have to bust your youth. If I say you're a carpenter, say you're a carpenter, just say you're a carpenter. Obviously, that's not what you do, but you're a carpenter. Your youth is saying, oh, Dad, I want to be this. Listen, you can go pretend you want to be a footballer.
The real argument there,
but you're coming to work.
The real argument there.
Why you're going to school, college, wherever you're coming to work.
There's a difference, and this is a spin-off conversation. There's a wait, no, I'm letting him finish. But here's the difference. There's a difference in how Caribbean culture families dealt with their kids versus African families dealt with their kids. African families actually determine when you go to school the career path you're going into. Law.
No, but let me show you something.
I disagree with
no,
that.
no,
my friends,
No, that's your
they're in
friends.
banking.
Let me show
I'm
you,
just saying.
that's your friends. Because some of my African friends, their parents, the African families are exactly the same as Caribbean.
Let's keep.
But can I say something?
Don't let this- don't-
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Interject though, 100% understand what you're saying. You're right. Go on. Because I think like the third generation African family, because remember the Caribbeans came here first, so they like
just generation.
it's just
But that's what I
generation.
was
So the
getting
third generation doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing.
Are you saying
The Caribbean
that we're just
let
all
it
the
dilute
same
more
in
if
regards to
anything
our
where the
parents say,
Africans have
just do your thing?
That's all it is, but it's exactly the same.
No. I know that. I'm not getting into that debate. I'm talking about the psyche of the parents generationally, as in targeting. He made a reference to his Asian friend who knew by the end of time he finished school was gonna be. But I'm saying a lot of my
That's taught from young. They've been taught from young.
That's inherent.
They're in the shop.
That's
from early.
inherited business. I'm talking about.
It's inherited. They do everything differently. Look at one of my. Let me finish. Look at one of my Asian friends. Yeah. No, 2 seconds. Look at one of my Asian friends.
Let me show
Right.
you something. You see how you said. You see. 1 second.
Go on, finish.
You see how you just said your Asian friends. All right, watch this. I'm not just saying all of this, but I got white brethren. that they're people, they're old people, they're old men and all that, and their family, uncles and that, are game as fuck. They're on the roads as well. Whereas our parents would be like, if I do that and I'm a criminal or whatever I do, I'm not going to bring my son. I don't want him to get in trouble. There's dads are bringing them.
Are they first?
You understand?
No. Hear my point.
His uncles and that, and that's
So
the truth
they're
of it,
not
fam.
first generation. That's a skill set that's been passed over. That's an actual industry, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but I'm saying everybody. You're just saying all businesses, because not all white dudes had it easy, bro. So even the ones that had it hard had to do their thing.
Business ain't easy either. I'm saying when
I
as
don't
a
think
pet,
it's a culture thing either. I think that
As a pet-
everyone I know,
everyone
Asian,
is just
black,
not us. You
I
got
know
to their
all
skill set
different
to their
ethnics.
kids.
They discipline you in a very similar way. I don't even think it's about a culture thing. I thought it's just your normal morals, and that's it. It's not
Everyone
about,
don't have morals. We're in the real world.
No, but
I'm talking
just-
about.
just our
I'm
generation,
talking about men.
Our older generation just didn't pass on certain things. They had it hard. They had it. We had
the generation pass on.
Yeah, we didn't have nothing to pass on though. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, so the pass it was harder. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Pass it
So
was harder.
when I was dealing with the Caribbeans, I'm saying most of our Win Rush generation people came
It's
over.
the same with the Africans, and I went to school with them, so it's exactly the same.
I'm saying, like, my nan was a nurse. That was her industry. Both of my nans were nurses. I'm saying a lot of the Africans that I speak to, Nigerians, Yoruba, Igbo, their parents from a young age put in them the type of man you can bring to the table. If you're a woman, the type of man you can bring to the table. He's got to be a doctor or a lawyer. He's got to have a real career. I'm saying, when you was talking about the white guys who are in crime.
No, wait. See my answer. Go on.
Go viral. I'm saying, our generation have to pass on a craft to the next generation. Like, a lot of us is on this hitting and hope thing. So if you teach your kid just to MC and he don't bust in grime, what is there? Man start looking at other options. If we don't control our industries, we can't pass nothing on. And that's all I'm saying.
Are you saying that you would rather pass down craft more than a knowledge?
No, I think it's all relative. It's all relative. So it's all relative. It's all relative. It's all relative. But I'm saying, at least let me be knowledgeable or craftful in my status to say this is how that works, and there's an opportunity for you. I'm just referring to what Big Man said about I can set up a business for my son. We're at the generation where you go online, go to companies formations.
Company house.
No, but you don't have to go direct to. You can go to companies formations. You get a registered office, email, all of that. You can get everything done for under £100 and set up your child in a business.
Exactly, that's what man need to be doing.
No, I'm fully. All I'm saying is we're the generation that are actually doing it. I'm saying we're the first time doing it. I'm saying when you said everyone had options, everyone didn't have those options 20 years ago. Our parents,
there wasn't just only one option.
So when you were saying, oh, but you had better options, Justice saying
I
he
didn't
didn't.
say he had better. I said in general, there's a lot of options you can take apart from not going to crunch.
Of course.
I'm saying
if your access points ain't knowledgeable.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is this here.
Bro, let me show you something. When Jerome was younger, Jerome was young. I bring Jerome. No, be quiet. When I was young, I bring Jerome on something, and I was already down that path. Yeah, the wrong path. I was already going down there. I bring Jerome on something. Do you know why? He rang me. No, he didn't even ring me. I found out Jerome got his driving license. My little cousin's got a driving license. These times we're on the road.
So did you trick him out his position?
Trick him out of nothing. Jerome, where are you? You're driving your car's legit. Come, let's go. We gotta go do something.
I didn't know what was.
That's what he was saying. Imagine. Half the time he was doing stuff.
No, I didn't know. Imagine.
That's what he was saying.
But imagine this. No, I haven't gone to him and say to him, oh, I need to make money.
Yeah, of course.
He just chat me and said, oh yeah, like Jay, I'm gonna come with you.
Outside.
What we went to go do, I wasn't prepared. I'm wearing like the O2 Arsenal top. I don't know what we're doing over there.
That's what he was saying.
At the end of the day, no, but what
he was saying, I would never do that.
No. What he said,
Jules is right. Jules is right. That's exactly what man said. Hey, Jay, is that what I said?
I'm saying that I don't go for option. No, you didn't say, oh, Jay, yeah, roll somewhere. I was like, cool, I'll roll him. However, what I'm saying to him is that.
Did you get peas?
From
whatever you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said,
he said he was in environments and in circumstances where he didn't even know why he was here, what he was doing.
Yes,
no. He said he went to someone. That's a difference.
Let me show you something. 1 second. Let me show you something. Now don't butt in.
I'm not butting.
Take a breather and just chill. 1 second, yeah?
Inhaler.
I rang him because he had a driving license.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was going on. He just know big cuzzies ringing him. Where are you, Jerome? We've gone on a mission. 007. You get me? Cut a long story short, I could talk about it. I got nicked for it. Yeah? Man went and grab someone, done all the mad thing, all that stuff. Got peas, all that stuff. You see the next day, I rang Jerome's phone. This number is currently I said, this ain't for Jerome. That wasn't for him.
His point.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but watch this here, but that point.
That wasn't for
But that
him.
point, he could have got birded.
But that's what I'm saying. That's something you can't avoid. Anyone can go through that, bro.
Martin's different.
He's come to my house, yeah. Because that's some house, he's come to my house. Mom's like, oh, Ross is downstairs. I said, oh, cool. And I said,
I'm sick.
sick. Because outside.
COVID and all that.
Drums out in his car. His car's outside. His phone's off. He's in there. He's never coming on the mission again. You get me? So footage, like I tell you. So there's options. Because that option.
That's when he starts saying I'm Luke's cousin.
You get me?
I'm not related to
Listen, so on a serious point, when you get back to your son,
Yeah.
like, I would feel like you have to be present to make sure that certain things don't happen, innit?
Well, I am
To not,
present.
no, I'm not saying you. I'm not.
I agree. No,
I'm not saying what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying, I agree.
You can't let another person, like someone else, infiltrate your child. Is basically what I'm saying, innit?
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm saying another person can infiltrate your child, innit?
Friends.
Yeah, not even just friends. Whoever they look up to, because a man might look up to someone else that you don't know.
No, I agree with you.
Well, I'll show you. I'll show you a prime example. I'll show you a mad prime example.
I'm disagreeing.
I'll show you a mad.
Ross said earlier, he counted, he said, are you with the mother of your child? He went around the whole room.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
He said 10 man. One man's with the mother of his child and the rest are not. So back to what you just said, where you didn't look up to your father. I'm not saying that every man has that circumstance, but there are a lot of kids that might have issues with their dads.
But you have to remember as well, if I've got a child, even if there's, say, the odds are 1 million to 1, I just have to make sure my child is not that one.
And it can happen. Let me show you something else mad, and I'll show you. And you don't know. Look at my brother. Watch this. Look at my brother. Prime example. Now my brother, when we was growing up, he used to roll with all the bad boys. He went to bonds. His little man then were the road youths, the Green Gate youths. I'm already rolled. I'm causing mumsy already too much stress. You think? Don't come to my mum's house. You see when these brethren used to knock at the door? Come here again, I'm taking all your bags. Your phones, everything. You're getting wrapped up. Don't come here. To the stage where they said this long. I just see my brother on bike. Green Gate, 20, 30 man on bikes, all got the same tracksuits on and green bandanas, all this crap. Get home. Someone's getting wrapped. To the stage where they said, fuck this. I'm not even rolling with Luke. It's more stress than it's worth.
Yeah, but your thing was that you lot are way different ages, isn't it?
You understand? So if you're
like
at that
his father,
stage, yes.
you're like his father.
You're like
innit?
8 years older than
My brother can't go down that road, so you can.
Me and my brother
Yeah, you're
rolling
going down
together.
that road. That's the truth.
Way
But
different.
it's hard work, but that's because me and my brother are close. We're at a close age, and only 5 years difference.
We're rolling together.
If I'm on the road and I'm doing madness and I've got a brother that's 5 years younger than me, you're not coming down the same path I am. You're not rolling with me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You're rolling with the good news.
Yeah, facts.
You get me? Play football.
Yeah.
No one can't trouble you. That's it.
Yeah, but back to your point, yeah. Sorry, I keep going back to it. What I was gonna say is, see, with your son now, yeah, and he said, like I said to you, he says, because we haven't answered the question, that he said he wants to make some money. What is your answer to that? Because we haven't even answered that question.
No, first of all, he's at his age now, 13. What do you want to make for, Cass? What for? That's the first thing. That's the first question I'm going to ask you. What do you want to make money for?
But are you talking to him to see what path he wants to go?
Look, people around me have got more money. I want more money.
But I don't understand. I can't understand that.
Yeah, you can't answer that.
Yeah, but it's not for you to understand.
It is because it's my son. Why do you want to make money?
It is for you to
Everybody
understand.
wants peas, yeah? But what I'm saying is the way I would break it down for you. At 13 years old, doing something legitly, you have to just work hard, bro. When you get
what's
do you
legit?
need?
whatever,
What's he
because
asking?
at the end of the day, you're not gonna unless you set up a business and you got some unique thing going. Do you get me? If you've got some unique thing, you're gonna make hella p. If not, if you just want to make a bit of change for you to get by,
13's mad
you're gonna have to
young, though.
work hard, bro. You're gonna have to
Alright,
go out there and graft.
He's
Like, you're gonna have to
maybe
say boom.
60, maybe 50.
That's what I'm saying.
maybe
My son's
50.
30. I know
mad
what
young.
you're on. Do you know what I mean? I can't say that.
You don't think?
It is, bro.
13 is mad
13.
young,
All right.
What I'm trying to say is
say
I
15.
work with a bunch of kids. I know kids since they was 9 to 8 years old. I know them now growing up 14, 13 years old, going on 14. Do you understand? I've met so many kids from these ages. And you can tell already at these ages, there's certain kids that are going to be on certain things when they're older. Like, do you know what I mean? There's certain things that they do. Just the way they are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I know, I've been around my kid for 13 years. I know what kind of a kid he is. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I know there's certain things that you will get into and there's certain things you won't get into. Because I know you. Like, do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, there's certain things that I've been through, you might go through. Then certain things that I can learn from you. And when it comes to making money, at 13, I will ask you what you want to make money for. Because really, it's really, the only thing you're doing is going powerly, getting food, Like go cinema at the odd time. Like, do you get me? And it's either one of them ones. It's either what I'll pay for it for
So you feel like you know his journey already, basically, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying like I know certain his character. I know what kind of a boy he is. He's my son. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what he's like. Do you get me? Even when my son gets into school, it's trouble at school. I know what kind of trouble you will get into. Like, do you know what I mean?
Now, though.
No, but what I'm trying to say is
for now, until it's at a different level. Because you have to remember, he has to react to other people.
I don't think I could be surprised. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think I could be surprised because I know my child.
What when you say you wouldn't be surprised, what would surprise you? If now talking as grown men, what would surprise you about yourself?
Out of character,
yeah, but what is? I'm asking like a direct.
I can't really answer that question, to be honest with you.
Watch this now. Let me put this in. Say you come home and you found a rare tear in the yard.
A something.
So you found
a 13. You found a something in the yard.
No.
What now?
You found a Rambo in his bedroom.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now.
Then I'd be shocked. I'd be very, very shocked.
But when you say not happy, what do you mean by not happy?
Because he's a road you. No, one second. He's not doing it because he's a road you. Because a lot of you, what people don't understand, are carrying knives and that now. Because not because they're not road. It's for protection.
I know, but
you understand?
I did that for protection. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
so if you call him, what would you say?
But what I'm saying is what I'm trying to say is.
No, but answer the question.
No, but you know what it is? It's hard. I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be shocked. Like, bro, what's this?
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
what do you do? What's the next step though? What's the next step though?
Well, we're having a conversation. Like, what are you going through? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but now you're shocked.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I think you know what it is. At this age, it's just a bit. Yeah, it's still. Do you know what I mean? Where are you going? What you do, bro? You get me? You're not going anywhere like that to be in a mad thing like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, as you get older, I don't understand why you say that. I see my son so many days of the week. I know what you're on. I know what you're doing. I know where you're. Do you know what I mean? Know where you're at.
Yeah, so you know what? All it takes is him to go down one road, bump into the wrong group of heads, and that's it. Trust me, bro.
I know that. I know what I'm trying to say. He's been in situations where him and these boys are out, and one boy's gone down this. There's been a little situation here.
You know why I started carrying a knife? Yeah. What's this here? I'm in Homerton. Yeah, I was on a train. I got robbed for my phone in Homerton. I started kind of kitchen knife everywhere I went. I said that's never happened to me again.
Yeah.
A big kitchen knife. For my mom's thing, big kitchen knife. Everywhere I went, a big kitchen knife in my trousers.
Did you have it in a newspaper wrap?
No.
I had it in my trousers right there.
Because I said from when I was 13 years old, I'm not getting robbed again.
No, how are you going to avoid your child?
Can you do with what I said?
How are you going to avoid your child going through it? That's what I'm going to. That's my point.
I'm asking you a question. Can you do with what I said?
And then that will create its own problems, though. That's what I'm saying. That will create its own problems here. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? You can't win altogether, bro.
I'm saying, can you deal with what I said? I'm saying, yeah, imagine you're not your son, not going to talk about your son, talk about someone else's situation, yeah. I've now decided they're gonna carry a 10-inch knife. So what situation now can you now say? You're now thinking, hold on, you're involved in things that I didn't foresee.
Yeah, well,
because you thought you was right, and
no, but what I'm trying to say is,
do you get what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying.
In your child's room, you've never realised.
But what I'm trying to say is,
I thought a certain way.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
So now your thinking has to adjust.
This is what I'm saying, yeah.
Your thinking has to adjust. It's not that you got it wrong. You're just surprised at what's happened in
the
situation.
No, you might be surprised, but your thinking is going somewhere else.
So now my protection guidance of my child now that has to change. Everything has to change now. If I've gone in, I've got a daughter. So actually, no,
but that's even traumatic.
To be honest, I've got a daughter. So say for example, when she gets to age, I don't know, 15, and say for example, if she did live with me, and after I've gone into a room and I've seen a kitchen knife, yeah, I have to have that conversation with you. Like, what even made you think that it's cool to even carry? Yeah,
15-year-old girl.
Yeah,
some guy has pressured her. Yeah. In a way that is
even pressure.
Yeah.
No.
As a parent, I then have to take up. I have to take whatever her problem on. That's my problem.
But what I'm trying to say,
just smashing at you.
What I'm saying is, do you think? Sorry,
pressured my daughter for her to carry knife, and he's cool.
No, I said that's all we're doing is smashing at you.
Do you have kids?
In the back of the Newham van immediately.
Bro, do you have kids? Okay, what I'm trying to say is when you
pressured my daughter.
This is what I'm trying to say.
I'm mad,
but this is what I'm saying.
How do you do it now?
7.
All right, your daughter's 7.
In the back of your van.
Hey, Jay.
No smoke in the back of your van.
On smoke?
Who's not what?
Who's on smoke?
You're not taking no 15-year-old that's on smoke in
He's
the back of your van.
He's bigger than my smoke when it comes to my child.
Yeah,
listen,
100%.
listen.
I got a tornado.
Yeah.
Are you right? School on tornado.
School is shut down.
Listen.
Shut down.
That's why. That's why I be real, yeah. You see, like you have to gauge certain situations because your head goes, innit? And as a parent, what are you talking about? What? Like, I'll be real.
You're not taking no 15-year-old in your back. You're not even going to get to the back of the van.
So hold on,
If you're saying that your youth is holding something for my man, you think you're going to get?
No, I'm not holding.
It's not happening.
No, not holding for. The reason why she's holding is he's pressuring her.
So what are you going to do?
What? So he's okay.
What are you mad? I'm gonna kill you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Not me on camera.
Brother, who's not getting back in the back of the van?
Who got?
Let me show you something. Don't get in the back of the van then. You go under the van. Big man in the van. You will go under, fella. I'm telling you that now. Run all you want. You go under and then you go in the back.
Let me say something.
Let's have a serious conversation.
So Jerome, you do that, yeah? Jay.
Anyone can get to the back.
My princess, you pressured the whole thing.
Your scenario, yeah? So that's happened. You've done your thing, put him in the back of the van, done the rear tier, whatever you've done. Does that solve the problem? Yeah. How?
How? He's not involved.
Does that solve the problem?
This is what I'm saying.
It will never happen again.
No, stay this. It won't happen again. It won't happen again.
Why?
Because whatever I'm going to do, he will then have to think.
Unless you're on.
He's
Oh, so is
he's
he
that
alive?
turned from a roadman to a nerd.
Is he alive?
He's a nerd now.
What I'm saying
Are
is,
you
yeah,
right?
is that
My daughter that
No,
hasn't
I'm
caused
saying
a
is the
problem
guy.
is now
do you know what it is?
married.
Do you know what it is, Jay? Jay, this is
So here's the scenario. He's saying
Hear me out.
that his daughter had to carry something for another man her age, and now he's gonna address it.
Not for her. You said, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no,
He's
I'm saying, but
pressuring her.
that's how they spin
It's
it.
impossible.
That's how they
It is.
spin
You
it.
man are talking without having youths though. You don't have
got
them.
youths.
Well, no,
You've
what
got
I'm saying,
youths.
his youth 7. She's a little girl. What I'm trying to say is, when your youths get older, you know their character. Do you understand? So you're gonna know what. Jay, you know, you're oldest. You know what kind of they're like, innit?
What, are you saying at 15 your mum knew your character?
Bro, what I'm trying to say is,
And do you know how about this, yeah?
there's certain things.
The mother of
No,
my child.
I understand
the mother,
and I respect your stance.
The thing is,
but
yeah,
I'm saying,
There's not
do
gonna
you
be things that
think
my child will shock me? I think
no.
if you was on that, I would know you're on
my
that.
house
see the
gets
mother of
really
my-
shocked my parents?
See the mother of my child, yeah? She's on smoke. She's on smoke. So to be honest, I think it's even long from any of her children or my daughter to even think to bring something in the house, and even if she catches it, it's long for her. So to be honest, it wouldn't even go that way. And the thing is, the fear and the respect that she puts into her kids, I don't think they'll put themselves in a situation where they're gonna bring some kind of weapon to the house. Impossible.
Too low, man.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, enjoy the next one though.
Yeah,
You want to guide your child, but what I'm trying to say is, don't ever think you can
But wait,
have
do
full
you not
control.
think you
That's
should
what I'm
have
saying.
parents?
You can't have full control, bro.
Fear and
You
respect
can't.
in your child
Do you
will
understand?
mentally make them
This is
feel
what I'm
like,
saying.
you know
I
what?
can have control. I've
My-
got control because my kids ain't in the end. So
You
that's
can't have
it.
full control.
That's how I can control it.
but wait, you don't think you shocked your parents at some point? Because you said your kids, once you know your kid's character, they can't shock you. You don't think
I don't know. I don't
your
know.
house
No,
been
you can
raided
always,
before?
you're always a shocking parent. You can always shock your parents. Of course you can. It depends on.
I'm not gonna
It depends
on
on how
camera.
and why did you have to do that. See us, lot, yeah.
You've been involved in any form of
We
wild
never
stuff.
ever want
If
problems come to
I
our
get
house.
if I get bagged,
So you don't bring it home.
Don't bring
I
it
tell her
home.
where I got bagged. She's not surprised. Do you
Yeah, but
understand?
that's if you get bagged.
Do you understand? What I'm trying to say, I don't think I can do. I think my mum already knows what kind of a person I'm like, so she can tell. I can tell how you got into that situation. I can. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? I
You
can
see,
tell
when we was younger,
how my
even
son will
growing
handle
up,
certain
yeah,
things because you're
that's
like,
how
me,
they
you're
said
gonna
him.
do
But I
something.
feel like there's a time where the tide shifts, and all I know is, from personal experience, that there's certain activities that, in those teenage years, that raised a lot of alarm bells. Yeah, there is a way that it could have happened and gone that way, but it actually did, and it changes the circumstance. If someone's on remand for 9 months, for example, it changes the entire family demographic. Like everything that you thought was normal with your son today, if he got remanded for a booting,
Yeah.
now the next 9 months on remand, you now have to visit him weekly. Like, no one's ever just prepared for that. Oh, we just knew it was going to happen at some point.
No, what I'm trying to say, it's not about we knew it was going to happen, but if you've got, listen, at the end of the day, put it like this, yeah, you got your brother Luke, you know what kind of stuff, if your mum says, oh, Luke, Ross got bagged, she's not surprised. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's Ross,
But he's a
like,
big
do you know what I
man
mean?
now.
Like,
He's a big man.
do you know, but that's what I'm saying,
Teenage.
innit?
No, that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah,
No,
oh,
you
Luke
don't
got
go
bagged,
back,
right,
when
right.
I was when
He shows
certain
off
things that I
instead,
got up
like,
to,
you
yeah,
wouldn't think that.
like, I'm trying to say is like, I know
If
that.
Luke got bagged, it was me saying his name.
there's certain things.
You know, like,
He was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I gave you
You
sleep.
wouldn't get bagged for something because he's not
You get what I'm trying to say?
There's man in jail now. Yeah, that everyone's surprised that in jail now for what they done, bro.
I don't know how to explain to you till you have your kids. I don't know how to break it down for you.
No,
What I'm trying to say, I'm saying, we're
never
talking
meant to
about
get
my
back.
youth.
I'm just saying.
Anyone can get bagged, bro. Anybody can get bagged.
So I'm saying,
Anybody-
it shocks the family.
Anybody can get bagged. But bagged for what? Bagged for what?
We're
though?
not doing that on camera. But I'm
Bagged
just
for
saying.
what? What I'm trying to say,
for
because what you
something
get bagged for is important. I've known club since I was this high. Do you understand? When he got bagged, yeah, it's like, raw, you got bagged for him. But at the same time, I can see how man got into that. Because I know my man. Do you understand that? I know how you got into that situation.
Okay, yeah, but say if,
But I
okay,
don't
so
understand.
say if Jay got back, okay, so if Jay got back for something else like a major, like what,
what?
would you be serious?
Like what?
Okay, say for example he got back here for M now, yeah. Would you be surprised?
Like, without knowing anything else? Yeah. Yes.
Why?
What, did you drive man over? I'll be like, okay, I see. Like, do you get me? If you're talking about, if I heard Jay is shank man to death, yes, I'll be surprised, bro.
Okay, so yeah.
So basically, you're going by knowledge of someone, you'll know that.
What I'm
you'll
gonna
be
say, if
surprised
you
not
don't
to.
know your own child, I don't know what to tell you. I've been around my son for 13 years. You're telling me I don't know this guy and he's half of me. What is going on? How can I not know you, bro? This is what I'm telling you. You're half of me and I've been
I
raising you
feel
since
like
you're
there's-
13.
I feel like
How
there's
can
a-
I not know? I know
What
there's
he's,
a lot
what
of
he's trying to say is
parents-
that as you grow older,
I feel like there's a
you
lot-
change.
Yeah,
and things that
and
have
I'm gonna
changed is
see
not
the
because of-
change. I'm not, where am I going? I'm seeing the change. I'm here.
No, because remember, as you get older, you see your kids less.
Bro,
As you get older,
you're
you see your
still
kids less.
seeing the
And
changes
what
in
happens
them,
is,
bro.
outside of your bubble,
And we're talking
there's
hypothetical.
the area changes sometimes and influence through other people
No,
changes. and the growth.
facts.
Do you understand
Facts
what I'm
happens
saying?
to
Your
everyone.
child used to come home at 4, now they're coming at 12.
Yes. But what I'm trying to say is,
Like,
Jay,
what's
are you
going on?
saying
You
the certain
understand what
things
I'm
that you
saying?
can't avoid?
Look how shit my old man was just.
Are you telling me you can't avoid certain things? But sometimes we all know gal, yeah, that got locked up and when everybody was out, they were just,
I remember, when I used to be chilling with Russia all the time, yeah. I used to be home 4 o'clock. I wasn't getting home sometimes the next day. Fuck knows why.
Yeah.
Or whatever the reason was.
Yeah.
And I used to say nothing. You know what Russia used to say to me? Just text your mum to say that you're just chilling with me. I'm like, text him, but he goes, bruv, trust me, it'll make them sleep at night.
Yeah.
Everything. Remember that time we was in a hotel? Like, we was doing that, yeah?
That's
and
facts as well.
he just said text. But, do you know how bad it is? I'm not a road guy. But, I'm chilling with my cousin. At the end of the day, my mom's raised me in the right way. One minute, right way where, Jerome, I'm not raised you to do that. My dad's it was a myth for my dad to find this. It's not gonna happen. However, I would just chill with my cousin. Whatever he's doing, cool. I'm not being 100% involved, but I've got his back 100%. But, do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of situations he's been in, there might be a day that didn't go. He's like, do you know what? I'm glad you didn't come because Jerome, it would have been mad. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But what I'm trying to say is, Jay, because that,
And I change because.
don't get me wrong, yeah.
Thank you. I'm seeing what I've got. I'm seeing what's going on.
Throughout life, yeah, you're gonna go on different paths and different journey, and you're gonna have friends that are not like fully like you, and they're gonna be on this and they're on that. But at the end of the day, I believe you are you. At the end of the day, do you know what I'm trying to say? So
you are you, but you
you're
get
you.
easily influenced
And but
by
what I'm trying to say, but I've been around people that are good, and they can get influenced to an extent, but they're never gonna do that. They're never gonna do that. Do you know what I mean? And there's certain people when it's like I can get influenced to a point where, but that's within me. That's who I am. Do you get me? There's certain things I ain't doing it. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Fact. And there's certain things I'm
That's
doing
now,
it.
but you know when we're young, yeah, when we was like 16 and 18, like I'm just driving.
But if you're just
I didn't
there,
know what
if you're
I
just there,
was. Yeah,
you're
I didn't
victim
know.
to the scenario.
Like, me and Ross has been on mad.
That can happen.
Imagine,
Yes,
yeah,
actually,
That
so-
can happen to anybody. That's why
Yeah,
I'm saying
no, of course.
unavoidable.
No,
You
yeah.
didn't even want that for
Me-
yourself.
Do you, have
Yeah,
that?
100%.
Do you understand what I'm
Wait,
saying?
You could be hanging around with, you know, you could be hanging around with someone thinking that it's just a normal day, we're just driving the ends. Do you know how much shit me and him got into from 8 o'clock in the morning till the next day? I could, do you know how, it was so mad.
The brother with the license has to take all the pain because the stuff
I can sit here and say we
know.
robbed this person, kidnapped this person, bagged this person, this one got shanked. By tomorrow morning, everyone's ringing like, Jay, was you there? Bro, you know, today has been, I don't even want to come out anymore. I don't want to come out. Because it was a day where it might take someone to do that in 4 weeks. I tell you now, we done it in 1 day. We done it in 1 day. Something happened and we done 4 things in 1 day and I said to myself, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. That's it. But you do get easy influenced by people that you are with.
But that has to happen in life, bro.
It does have to happen
make
for
mistakes,
you to tell
bro.
you that
just
what
have
you
to-
want to
have
do or not want
pray
to do.
that the mistake ain't too a mad one that you can't come back from.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But you're gonna make mistakes. These kids are gonna make mistakes no matter what you say, bro.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Like, imagine this, yeah? Obviously,
Ross has made a mistake, whatever yeah, the case may be, yeah. Do you know how gutted I was when I took you to Peace Station when you said you had yourself in? Remember that? It was just me and you sitting outside of Peace Station, handed yourself in. Me and him just sitting there like, Jay, you sitting there? Do you remember that day? I took him there, bro. I was gutted. I'm thinking, bro, what am I gonna do now? I'm driving home. I'm gonna take this. Why
you gonna take that?
Nah, but I just think here, when it comes to kids, yeah, you got to try and guide them, you got to try and provide for them, you got to do the best you can. But if you seem to think that you're gonna, like, just your kids never gonna make a mistake and they're never gonna just go, because all of that shit, yeah, that will just make them worse. They'll go off the road when you get. But you can't sit. But it's a fine balance. You know what I'm trying to say? Because you can't wrap your kid up and never let them go out, but you can't let them go out too much and just be street rats. You have to find the balance and try and pattern it in a good way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, because at the end of the day, you don't want to wrap your kid up as well where he's the idiot at school, but you don't want him to be like the bully who's, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a balance with everything. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? There's just a balance, and I just think...
Yeah, but that balance means that you're doing perfect parenting, innit?
Exactly, and...
Like, perfect parenting, I don't know if that even exists.
There ain't no perfect parenting.
You can't, there is no perfect parenting.
That balance that you're talking about...
But you have to try and find the balance, that's still the goal.
There's no perfect parenting.
But I just think that if, like, at the end of the day, there's certain things where... my son's gonna go through that.
You can have the perfect parent in your eyes and you can still go the wrong way. It's possible. And you can have the worst parent and end up being a good
You can have
person.
no parent and being patterned.
Thank you. So,
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So it just, do you get me?
it all depends.
You just gotta do your best at the end of the day. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
just gotta go
That's
for
all
it.
you can do, bro.
go
Go
for
for
it.
it.
Say, do you know what? I just don't want to do that anymore.
Because at the end of the day, there's certain things our parents didn't teach us. It's not out of malicious. They just didn't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It weren't malicious. So everything we know. But the thing is, times are changing. Remember that. So what back in the day where the thing was, oh, you're a doctor, lawyer, there's bare ways to make more peas than a doctor now.
Ways,
Now, do you know what I mean? Legitimately. But your parents didn't know that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And there's certain things that we're going to teach our kids, and the times will move on as well. There's going to be new ways to make peas in the future. Do you know what I mean? But you've just got to you've got to give the 100% that you can and hope that it patterns out. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
All I'm saying is, if your child
Bear wisdom.
need...
The parents watching this, get that clip.
No, what he's saying is right. What he's saying is right. I'm just saying, if your child there's always going to be a point where your child is going to need you more than you realise, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just what man's saying, isn't it? And your child is always going to need a certain point. Growing up in Newham is my point, isn't it? You know what I'm saying. So that's
Bro, why is there no Caribbean showing up on?
You see, for me, yeah, it's
Uber
like,
Eats?
like I hear you, but you know what it is? I always think about that thing of my kid living like somewhere quay, like off the ends, and I just think like I want to be able to relate to my kid as well. Like, do you know what I mean? At the same time, it's like you can have a kid who, and sometimes even little things that you give your kid too much, you spoil them. That has its own problems. Everything creates. There's always a negative of something.
You know what it is?
There is a balance.
You know what it is? If your son was gang, yeah, you would feel another way about it.
I feel like if my son was gang, I would have seen that in him from young and tried to change. In more time, it's not a thing that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like you think about, look at Ellis from nursery, brother. He was always like, it wasn't like, do you know what I mean? There's certain people, they get roped into things, but it's not that everybody here has probably been roped into something at some point. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But he's got a good heart. No, yeah,
I love him like he's my brother, bro. But at the end of the day, he just got bad luck. Everyone knows that. He just can't stay out of trouble. It's just one of them things. No matter what you say to him, you just couldn't stay out of trouble, bro. No matter how many parents spoke to him at parents' evening, how many people. Parents evening. Yeah, no, when you go parents' evening, other parents speak to your kids. That's what happens. Yeah, no matter whatever person drums it in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying certain man have. Like, you see, like in like other cultures, you see like Mexican or Colombian culture, they're born like this, innit? They're born into that family, innit? If you're like, I've got a brother that's Colombian, his whole family are mafia bosses. Like, it's different when you're born into that, and then you can be pitted down and you can be taught a certain way. So I'm saying, if you're saying about your child that is in a certain way on a certain life, you would have to have a certain experience to be able to pass that off to your child, innit? That's the only way it's gonna work. If you don't have that certain experience, then you're only teaching your child or something that you think you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You have to go
like,
through
that's the only way it's gonna work.
Yeah, you have to go through something.
Like, you would know how to maneuver a certain way based on what you've been through. And your child going through, see the kids that are going through now, they're just instantly gang at 12, 13 years old, bro. There's kids that are gang members from 11.
No, I see
10, 11.
I've seen it.
The second, you're affiliated with a certain set of man.
But you know what, I'll be what.
Do you think spirituality is a good thing for young people? Like spiritual alignment? in believing in something bigger than them.
No, I think that's a bit deep for a 13-year-old still.
How about yourself? Was you grown
a bit
was
deep
you
for a
grown up in
30-year-old.
like spiritual household or just no?
What do you mean then?
In a sense, where was your family Muslim, Christian? Was there any sort of belief installed in you at a young
My
age?
family, they're not like super religious, but we go
No,
church.
forget religion. But I mean,
don't
so
know.
they go to church.
Sometimes.
So there
like,
was
not
some
like,
sort
not like religiously.
No, not religiously, but there was some sort of.
I got licks.
You got licks now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So there was
spiritual acting.
there was some sort of between wrong and rights. And
But you know what it is, yeah? Yeah, there definitely was. There definitely was. Like, because I've got people in my family that I wouldn't want to let down.
I don't think you want to let that.
is that the one
I don't
that
wanna-
are
I
in
don't-
some sort of spiritual?
I don't think you want to let down your family in general.
Yeah, but you know
Even
there's certain
certain
people you'd be more upset to let down than others.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
your mum, your dad, nan.
Do you know what I'm
certain
saying?
people.
No, there's people that are praying over you and boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
watching over you. I feel like that's important for young people. I feel like, especially in today's society where there is no grounding, everyone's free to think, which is nice. Be free to think, but I feel like as parents, everything ain't money related, beef related. If there's no spiritual balance, the kids don't even have something to lean on.
And sorry, just to come back to you, back to you saying, you know, like in terms of influences.
Yeah.
See nowadays, your kids don't even have to leave the yard to get influenced because we've got so much
Social
information
media.
on the computers, on the
Really?
social media, on your phone, your computer. There's so much things that kids can pick up without even having to. So kids can make up their minds about things before they've even actually really dealt with it in real life.
Yeah, they can.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They can. I'm just talking about influences in a certain lane, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like a certain lane is a drastic lane, and then you have to like block that lane, innit?